Formula One leaves Monte Carlo and travels to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. With the cancellation of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, Monaco was round 6. Now it's round 7 here in Spain. Up next, Canada and then Austria before the British Grand Prix in the early part of July. Then we go to Hungary and Belgium before the summer break. Netherlands and Italy is back-to-back before Singapore with Japan. Qatar and USA sprint races before a Mexico race. Then we get to Brazil, the final sprint of the year. Last 2 races though in Las Vegas and in Abu Dhabi. In the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen leads on 144 points to Sergio Perez on 105. Fernando Alonso's on 93, followed then by Lewis Hamilton, who's 19 clear now of George Russell. Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc have dropped to 6th and 7th. Lance Stroll is 8th. Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly round out the top 10. Lando Norris is in 11th on 12 points, with Nico Hülkenberg on 6, Piastri's on 5, 4 for Bottas, 2 apiece for Zhou Guanyu and Yuki Tsunoda and Kevin Magnussen. Then we get Alexander Albon, the last driver with points. De Vries and Sargent still not scored in 2023. In the Constructors' Championship, Red Bull Racing now lead on 149 points. Aston Martin have 120. They are 1 point clear now of Mercedes on 119. Ferrari have 90 points as well. Big score in Monaco puts Alpine 5th on 35. McLaren have 17. Haas have 8. 6 for Alfa Romeo, 2 for AlphaTauri, and 1 point only for Williams. Let's take a look at the new modified Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Now just 14 turns and back to its original layout. It's gonna be fun. Out of the last corner then, and boot it hard. Continue with the power as you approach the DRS zone. 8th gear maximum as you hurtle down towards turn number 1. It's the longest run down to the first corner on the calendar, so make sure to pick your braking spots early. Down into 3rd gear, hug the inside 2 curves with a quick flick as well. Then a long sweeping right-hander into turn 3 at Renault. Repsol is turn 4 as well. You'd be surprised how much it comes uphill. Brake down all the way, 4th gear, hug the inside line, then gradually on the accelerator as you come down towards the Seat corner. Back down again into 2nd gear, hug the inside curb, back on the power gently as you go onto the bridge as well. 7 and 8 chicane swoops in as well, flick the car in, first to the right, then the left again, now back up as well. Right-hander coming through into turn 9 at Campsa. Now, turn number 10 is back to how it used to be from a couple of years ago, you might remember as well, creating a new, interesting final sector. Sweeps it back into how it was in the old days as well, and instead of the funny chicane at 13, 14, 15, it's now just one sweeping long loop. Take the exit curve full throttle, power into New Holland at much more speed, DRS comes up quicker, it should be about 2 to 3 seconds a lap faster, and that is a lap of the new Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Hello everybody on YouTube and on USON, and welcome to the 2023 Spanish Grand Prix. We are live here as well, ready to get going for this amazing Grand Prix we've got lined up. Drivers are out of kilter on the track as well, and the grid looks absolutely spectacular. I'm Joshua Birch, alongside me in the commentary box for this race as well. In the co-com position is Omi and Josh T, currently in the comms box as well, but will later be replaced as well by Jess. But they're off to do the touring cars. So it's like we're going to have half the race with Josh. Then we'll be about 30 minutes, me and Omi. Then Jess will join in the box as well. But Omi, with you being co-com, we'll start with you. Spanish Grand Prix, rain in the air. It's just delightful, isn't it?
Yeah, it really, really
is he working?
is.
He's on mute.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Brilliant way to start off. Brilliant way to start off, isn't it? But yeah, I am really looking forward to this. It's going to be a great race. And yes, with rain in the air, we had a lot of chaos in Monaco, and with the gravels near the circuit as well, right next to it. So I think we could see some people getting trapped if we do get any rain. They could get beached. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on. But yeah, I think we're going to be in for a brilliant race. The slipstream down to turn 1 is also going to be another interesting thing to watch for. McLaren will be in first, but he does have Carlos Sainz alongside him, and then Norris and Hamilton there as well. So we're going to have a big train down into turn 1, so it could get very tight down there.
Yeah, you can see Josh is all set up as well with his area for touring cars. Omi's all set up as well. Jess, how are you all set up down there in the pit lane? Rain's coming in. It was supposed to start, 6 minutes ago. It hasn't started just yet, but it's coming, isn't it, over the track? It's getting quite feisty now.
I think we're getting something similar to what we saw in Hungary a couple of years ago, except it's the opposite. It started raining, then it went to dry. Now we're going to get it starting dry and it's going to go to wet. I don't know which way it's going to go. There's certain drivers that are very good at changeable conditions, some that are not. So I think mainly the race wide open. And Max Verstappen was struggling in those type of conditions, but I feel like he was playing something, so I think he may do well. But can we see, like we saw in F3, a Spanish driver win on home soil? We'll have to wait and see. Now I need to go and get some food now.
No worries, Jess. Here from out the first half of the race as well. Then, of course, leading our touring car coverage on race 2. We just spent about 5 minutes getting our audio correctly as well, which resulted in Omi and Josh and me going, is that okay? Is that not okay? Is that thumbs up? Thumbs down? Anyway, hello, Josh. Looks like you are going to be here for the race after all. Just missing a couple of minutes. Presumably keeping an eye on the other screens as well. Hello. How are you doing?
Yeah, that was quite funny in the you sorted out where me and Omi were like, yeah, then it didn't work, so we were like that, and then we were like, it was basically we were dancing with our thumbs and hands.
I've got the shirt for it.
Max Verstappen, first ever pole position in Barcelona. He's getting into the car right now, but yeah, it's going to be a good race. Missing around half an hour-ish if touring cars doesn't have a safety car and red flag, and what happened in race 1. We might have one, and it is touring cars at the end of the day. Hopefully, Aston Martin doesn't run away with it.
Yeah, the cars are just going to the end of the pit lane as well. We have about 2 minutes to go, so let's just take a quick look then at how they line up on the starting grid. Row 1 is Verstappen and Sainz. Row 2, Norris and Hamilton. Row 3, Stroll and Ocon. Row 4, Hülkenberg and Alonso. Row 5, Piastri and Gasly. Row 6, Perez and Russell. Row 7, Zhou and De Vries. Row 8, Tsunoda and Bottas. Row 9, sees Magnussen and Albon, and row 10, Leclerc and Sargent. Okay, pit lane's about to go open. All the action's about to start. Let's head up to the commentary box and join David Croft.
It's not going to be an overnight change. They're already making great choices as things stand right now, but those changes are only going to be seen in a much longer term form.
And we've seen Aston Martin, poach one of the key people from Red Bull, and how quickly that completely turned around the performance of the Aston Martin team. So who knows? Maybe the same can happen at McLaren. I mean, the chance is definitely there.
Well, they snuck into the points in Monaco. Do you think they can remain in the points today for both of them?
Yeah, of course, remaining in the points, there's a very, very big chance of that, especially with a driver like Lando Norris, who we know is one of the best out there, definitely a future world champion, driving amazingly here this weekend as well, once again. So chances there, and I think even a little chance for a podium, as I said, if that rain comes.
I think Piastri is going to struggle a little bit because he's got 3 really quick drivers behind him. He's got Gasly, whose car's been performing fantastically here. He's got Perez, obviously qualified out of position, and Russell, who I think will have a car that's better on race day than that McLaren.
Okay, great stuff. Thanks, guys. Let's head over to Rachel, who is in the pit lane. Rach.
I am. I'm at the green light right now. Although it's still red, Max Verstappen was here 2 minutes early for this. He's ready to get out there on track today. He and Christian Horner both saying that their only competition is going to be variables like the weather and possibly the wrong strategy, but not their competitors on the grid today. And we're waiting in here. Max getting away very nicely. taking a place on the right-hand side to do a proper practice start. Behind him, you've got the AlphaTauri and the Haas of Kevin Magnussen there. And then comes the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll, who told me yesterday he decided this would be his first chance for a podium this season. Fernando Alonso had that problem at turn 10 yesterday, didn't he? And he's gone out. He's hoping, he thinks top 5 is his target for today. Yuki Tsunoda pulling up now in the AlphaTauri with us. We've got to keep an eye out for Sergio Perez today, though. He has 2 new sets of hard tyres to run in this race, so that could prove really crucial for him. Carlos Sainz just going past me there. He's got a perfect set of tyres for the race today with the 2 new hard tyres that he's got to hand. Here comes Charles Leclerc. Whole rear of that car has been changed after yesterday. He's going to be starting from the pit lane today. They also changed the ES, the energy store, and the control electronics. Lewis Hamilton pulling up now, and it's really time to see what this car can do. Should be a good fight with Sergio Perez by the time Sergio gets up there to join him. McLaren's as well, what a fantastic qualifying from Lando yesterday. He's already said he thinks top 10 is going to be their target today. He knows he did a brilliant job in those conditions, but he thinks he's going to struggle to stay in the top 5. Here he is, Sergio Perez today. Got a lot of work to do, starting from P11, but he does have 1 new set of soft tyres, which will really help him today. But Crofty, the thing I have to tell you right now is just as yesterday in FP3 when I was stood down here in this pit lane, I look to my right, there is blue skies, sunshine and some wispy clouds. I look to my left, the dark clouds are looming, Crofty. We've got rain forecast for the start of this race.
You're absolutely spot on, Rachel. It's the same as yesterday, hit and miss. There was rain all around the circuit whilst qualifying was taking place, but it didn't actually drop onto the track. So will we get some raindrops today? Who knows? Today is the 4th of the 623, adds up to 33. It's the 33rd Spanish Grand Prix to take place at this track, and Fernando Alonso's going for win number 33 in a race where he completes 33% of all the World Championship Grand Prix we've ever had so far. So if he's going to win today, the omens are there, but the start really isn't. 8th on the grid for Fernando Alonso. He's going to have to do it the hard way. Step forward then, Carlos Sainz on the front row. Best ever start for a home race. Is he the man to become the first Spaniard to stand on the podium at a Spanish Grand Prix who's not called Fernando Alonso? We'll wait and see in a little while. Should be a terrific fight, by the way, talking to people in the paddock today for those minor podium places. Sainz, Hamilton, Perez, Alonso should all come together in the latter stages and give us a terrific scrap. Out in front, Max Verstappen might be very hard to catch. The Red Bulls are not going to be tamed by any matadors, it seems, on this particular track. There is Carlos Sainz. His teammate Charles Leclerc starts from the pit lane. He's never started that low before, but he did come from 19th on the grid to finish 5th in Montreal last season. Now, Ferrari have changed the rear end of his car. They've set it up to help aid some overtaking, and he's going to need to do some overtaking today and get some help from the pit wall. But what are the strategies in play for this Spanish Grand Prix? Well, we have found the leading expert on race strategy. She's been with us this season, and we've given her a little cameo role today. Bernie Collins, former head of race strategy at Aston Martin, and she's with our tame racing driver, Anthony Davidson, at the Skypad.
Well, Bernie, thanks for joining us here at the Skypad to talk about the strategic possibilities for this Grand Prix. Now, we're here on a modified circuit. First of all, they've taken away that fiddly little chicane that used to go like that. That's now gone. We've got these 2 high-speed right-handers. How's that possibly going to change the outcome for today's strategy?
I think it changes quite a lot today. You know, it changes the speed of the circuit for a start, so we're seeing lap times around 6 seconds quicker than we had last year. It's going to have a big change, I think, on tyre degradation and the amount that we can push on these tyres through today. So you've got these 2 fast left right-handers, as you say, and that front left tyre is going to really take a bit more of a beating today because of that. So that will push teams maybe for, you know, if everything else is exactly the same, into potentially an extra stop.
Of course, they're not the only fast right-handers on the track. We've got turn 3 and turn 4 as well, as demonstrated by Carlos Sainz. So, as you say, that's putting extra energy all the way through that left-hand side, particularly. So you reckon it will push it to a 2-stop, maybe even a 3-stop, you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. So in the past in Barcelona, we've seen sometimes it's close between 1 and 2. Last year it was, you know, fairly a 2-stop. So this year I think we're going to be quite close between the 2 and 3, and it's pretty hot day here at the moment as well, so we've got a lot to contend with. Yeah.
So here's a tyre graph. It looks complicated to me. Can you just simplify this for everyone back at home watching?
Yeah, exactly. So we're thinking that the fastest 2-stopper that we have is going to be starting on the soft and then 2 sets of the hard tyre roughly splitting the stints on the hard tyre because you're looking for reducing the degradation as much as possible.
And that's a different hard tyre this year to that of last year as well, is that
Exactly. So
correct?
last year we didn't see the hard tyre being used during the race, and that was because it was too slow, it was too stiff for this track. This year, the hard tyre is closer to the medium than what we had last year, so we think we're going to see it come into play. And the important thing to remember is that 4 teams have received 2 sets of these hard tyres, so Ferrari and Red Bull, particularly at the front, look like they're aiming towards this sort of strategy.
We can see the medium tyre being used here in yellow. How come we're not starting on the medium tyre? Is that a chance?
I think there is a chance for some teams starting on the medium. It'll be really interesting to see what Verstappen in particular does, because the medium over the first stint particularly will be a more consistent tyre. It will last that little bit longer into the race. And not every team, as we know, has the 2 hard, so definitely we're going to see the medium tyre in use at some point through the race.
And there is a chance of rain around as well, so it could be even more complicated than this. But yeah, thanks for that quick explainer, and hopefully makes a bit more sense to the fans watching back at home. Thanks, Bernie.
Thanks, Ant.
Wonderful stuff. Thank you, and thank you, Bernie. So, Nico, just tell me how much of a challenge it's going to be to manage these tyres at such an abrasive circuit, especially considering that chicane's been removed.
Yeah, it is going to be a big challenge, and it's mostly in the high-speed corners where you just need to be careful, you know, and never go over the edge. And it's really an art which you have to master. But of course, someone like Verstappen knows exactly what to do there. But I think for all of us, what's nice to see is there might be a lot of variables out there today, so it might not be the easiest race for Verstappen. And of course, that's what we want to see, you know. So there's a good chance we could have some real excitement today.
Everyone's being kept on their toes, Naomi. What about their necks? I mean, there's a lot of G-force being endured today over 66 laps.
Yeah, this circuit has definitely become more physical now that they've decided to take the chicane out. I personally was never a fan of that chicane, and I'm sure that a lot of drivers agree with that. And you can hear they've all been so happy with it this weekend. George Russell even explained or expressed that it went from being one of the worst corners in the calendar to one of the best. So I think they'll take the bit of neck pain for the fun that they're having in that corner. But it is going to, as we say, make that front left suffer even more than it is already suffering on this track.
It feels like a real driver's mentality. The harder the challenge, the more they love it. Or at least that's what they have to say publicly. Oh, what's happened here? So George in the gravel. Oh dear, that is not what he needs.
That's very unusual. That's very unusual on a formation lap like that to be hitting the gravel. I wonder what happened there, but it looked like in braking that he just braked too late and was trying his braking points for the race and just got it completely wrong there.
Okay, well, we'll bring you more on that when we have it. I think we can have another look at that, Nico.
Yeah, he just locked up that front inside. So he was trying his braking point for the race and just had the brake balance too far forward. Front tires were still cold, just slightly locked up that front inside, and off he went. Which is really not where you want to be. And then you always have to worry, like, oh my goodness, is my underfloor now damaged from those rocks?
Picking up all the gravel.
Yeah, because they very quickly, they damage some leading edges, which will immediately cost you like 1/2 a second a lap.
Naomi, he's really been struggling all weekend. He's been complaining of lack of grip and not enjoying the balance of this car.
Yeah, it's very funny because Lewis seems to be much more comfortable in that car at the moment than George is. I'm assuming they've got the same setup, but it just doesn't seem to be working for Russell. I don't think that was a similar case. He obviously just, you know, as Nico said, locked up the brakes there a little bit. Don't really know what happened. But the big concern is, as you said, the gravel on this track is very aggressive, and we've seen it damage Fernando Alonso's floor yesterday in qualifying, and I think he'll be hoping that he hasn't done any damage there now.
Okay, well, fingers crossed, and we'll bring you more build up to the Spanish Grand Prix very shortly, including a look back behind the scenes and exclusive access to the Miami Grand Prix with the Haas team after the break.
Well, that's lucky for me getting back in the commentary box, and that, if you just heard as well, was the sound of a bottle falling over as well. Oh, how it is to be a single commentator at the moment as well, not even a double. Okay, so the cars are just making their way to the grid as well. Alexander Albon is the last one there to make it. And Omi, I know you're still there. What are you making ahead of this one then? The rain is coming in, isn't it? And the drivers, I think, are starting to say, yeah, this could be a very wet race now.
Yeah, The clouds are kind of giving an indication that it could be raining, and especially, you know, it's really hard for the teams and drivers to be going into the race where you never know. We have all the slicks out there, but I think they all will have the inters or even full wets ready for the race start. It could start really bucketing it down easily, so all the teams will have to be ready with that. And it's hard as a driver when there's a chance of rain. You never know, you could be going to turn one and you could be sliding off, so it's really going to be enjoyable for us, but it's really tricky for the drivers.
Really is. And just to give a story as well to Paul, who says, where's the gang? What we do is, during the pre-show, we do 5 minutes of introduction, say hello to everyone, get everyone's thoughts, go through the grid. Then when the green light goes on in the pit lane, because it's changed. At the start of the year, we used to have 20 minutes to talk about things as well. You would go through qualifying, talk about everything. But now, the pit lane opens at 10 past the hour. So what that now means is that we have to go on air. We've got a 5-minute introduction with the Drivers' Championship, the lap attack. Then we come on, we do 5 minutes. Then we hand over to Sky Sports as well, who go to Rachel or Ted, whoever's in the pit lane. Then they go up to the commentary box. Then they go back down as well to the Sky Race Control. And then they go back as well and talk on the grid. And then they go to an advert. We take over at the advert. We discuss little things that we've seen and heard on the track and on the grid, and what that does as well is gives us the time in the Sky Sports area as well to make sure that A, all our systems are working as after we've gone live. B, gives us time to get the correct grid, because this grid only gets released when we go on air. So that little break gives us time to look at the full grid, the correct grid. Gives us time to get our stats right up in the box, and then also, as it has been, to get some drink and final things and just make sure everything else is set up. And on today's day, we've got the touring cars as well. So commentary box B, Jess and Josh are going to be in there. Josh is providing TV pictures and I'm providing the sound of the car. So I've had to go and sort that out. So that's what everyone's doing. And Alan says, very grateful for your work. And Paul, okay, thanks. Newbies, sorry, great stuff there. No worries at all. This is a motorsport forum for fans. Hello, hello to Salo as well. Hello everybody. Coming through shortly. I haven't seen the starting tyres yet as well. We're not going to until the formation lap only, but I'll be very surprised if not all drivers are starting on soft compound with that rain coming in maybe at the start or even going forward a few minutes into the start. Surely everyone's going to go on soft tyres.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think we're going to be getting a lot of drivers on softs, because you could be just you basically could be just doing one lap and then straight over having to pit. We could be seeing someone pit on the formation lap. We don't even know how this one's going to go. So it's really, really interesting. It's when the rain basically hits. It could hit on the formation lap. It could start on the formation lap, which would cause a lot of chaos, because you'd have a lot of drivers pitting, a lot of drivers staying out on the grid, and then do you pit? And there's so many question marks. We saw also George Russell making a mistake as well at turn number 5 on his way to the grid, just going into the gravel trap down there, and really just basically just doing what you do in the race, but a bit too far in with a lock up and going straight off into the gravel there.
Mason Mount is here, the Chelsea and England midfielder as well. Everyone coming in as well, and everything fantastic going on. A wonderful atmosphere here in Barcelona. Jess, are you still having dinner? Hopefully having dinner as well. Eddie says, Alan says, is it full wet? Well, it hasn't started raining yet. And this is actually the mistake you were talking about, Amy, as well, with Russell locking up and going to the gravel. Thankfully, it's not on his starting tyre, but that was just a little mistake that you don't want to be doing on the way to the grid.
Yeah, you don't often see it, but just running into the gravel, but obviously he's not starting on this tyre, so all is good. But obviously, all of these drivers want to avoid floor damage. I think, did Alonso? I obviously didn't get to watch the whole qualifying. I did go and watch the highlights. But did Alonso get floor damage from his trip into the gravel at the final corner at Q1? Josh,
yes.
Do you know about that?
Yes, you're correct there. Yeah, absolutely. That's where he got the floor damage off the track. Right, Bradley Lord, the communication director, is with Nasty Pinkham.
The grip or some marbles or something, but we don't think there's any problem with the car. The guys will check it over on the grid, and he sounded pretty chilled on the radio, to be honest, so all okay, I think.
Okay, well, I think we can hear from him now. Rachel is with George.
Hi, George. What happened on that outlap there?
Yeah, just pushing the limits. Time to do it. No, just trying some wide lines. Obviously, when you're racing, you're often not on the racing line, so not a lot of grip there. Hopefully, not too many of the other drivers saw what happened to me, and that happened to them on that one.
How was the car? Is the car all right?
Yeah, car's fine.
And then what about today? You've got an extra set of new softs. Is there anything you can do strategy-wise to try and get up there today?
Not too sure, to be honest. It's going to be a long one. We'll see if this rain holds off or not. I mean, when you look in the distance, it looks really, really grey. So that's going to definitely play a factor. You know, I'll do my best and see what comes. Thank you. Cheers.
Okay, well, fingers crossed for George. Now, yesterday was a strong day, you'd have to say, for Nico Hülkenberg. He will be starting today from 7th, having been promoted because of Gasly's penalty. It was also a strong weekend over in Miami for the Haas team. And that was great news for us because we were granted exclusive behind-the-scenes access with the team.
Not now. We're slinking off of work. Don't film us.
You like living in the States?
Yeah.
Being honest?
Yeah.
How long have you been?
17 years.
You'll not get a practice in tomorrow.
We know how to do it.
Clearly not. That
Quite pressurised part of the weekend is the lead up to this point. Basically, the cars are ready to go. Let's see what happens.
Toilet.
It's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Radio check, Nico.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep, loud and clear.
Radio's good.
Okay, watch out for Nico's in the wall on the outside of the track, just ahead of you. Red flag. You all right?
I lost it. The car is safe. Hülkenberg car is safe. Pretty competitive here. We need to get him out, FP2, you know? We need to get him out.
Just gonna back a little bit.
It'll be tight, but I'll get you boys to give us a hand as well.
I think we'll be all right. There is no damage on the chassis. We should be all right.
Well, you might not be able to put it down until they move it. Looks to be.
No, there's a gap here. We'll get him out of the way.
It just happens when you're racing, you're pushing hard. These things happen. We'd rather that. Not that you want them to hit the wall, but you want them to be trying hard.
3 blokes have flaked out already.
Yo, that's eaten.
We should go out.
And Darley.
Got to say, congratulations and a job well done to all the boys and girls down at the Haas garage because they turned around that car super quickly. A late lunch was cancelled here at Haas.
It's all right, yeah. Been a bit up and down with Nico's dramas from F1, but...
Go here.
You one.
Come here. I need to put my radio. I need to. I don't. I need to work. You know.
A bit too much too soon. Paid the price for it, as it happens or as it is on street circuits.
Yeah, all going to plan, and hopefully we can repeat it tomorrow.
This is one of my favorites. It's my hometown race. So you watch a lot of Formula 1 then?
Yeah, I like it. I was here last year also.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good night's sleep and ready to go again.
Hi, Nico. Loud and clear. 6 minutes until we go. We're going for a fast, slow, fast. First run. Copy. We'll follow green. We are safely through into Q2. Nice work. You're currently P5, Kev. Currently P5. Excellent work.
Where are we?
Yeah, P12. Awesome job, Kev. We are through into Q3. Nice work, mate. Yeah, it's tough, man. P4 at the moment, Kev. Fantastic job you did there. Leclerc has gone off flag, red flag.
Are we gonna able to restart?
Negative, not enough time. I always hold my breath in these situations.
Alright, I'll wait.
P4 is super. Fully deserved, Kev. Exceptional session.
I mean, you can say, oh, you got lucky, but no, you put the lap in. You put the lap in the start of Q3.
I got a bit lucky.
It's nice to get P4 for tomorrow. It's a long race, so let's see what we can do.
I'm not thinking about tomorrow yet. Let's get through the day.
Today it's very, very close to everything, yeah. And we have to do a race as well, by the way. Points. Yeah. Points is the target. Points is the target.
Oh, we appear to have lost TV pictures up here in the comms box, which is unusual. Oh, we're back, never mind. Sky must have had an error.
Have a great race.
There's not a lot for me to do during the race. I just look forward to having me sandwiches.
You have DRS, Leclerc also has DRS. Excellent work, Kev.
When was the last time we did a live one? Test it, maybe?
Now, the crew, stand by, stand by.
Good work, guys, thank you. Felt like a really, really good stop.
Sister said it was a 2.7 on the TV.
Oh, really?
Awesome, awesome. You've got the pace, you can do this. That's it, Kev. Well done, mate. P10, 1 point.
Good pace all weekend. Let's move on.
Thanks. Yeah, we took the point home.
Road's not ready. Good job. Good. Nice drive to you, buddy. Great, good one.
Pack up takes about 6 hours normally, depending if it goes well or not.
Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. I need to go.
Dude, don't let Gene beat too hard, all right?
Very
You
sick.
make me smile.
Very happy to go home. I'm gonna not miss you, you know, don't worry.
Wonderful access. A big thank you to Haas for that. Now, Nico Hülkenberg starts inside the top 10. P7 today. What chance of him converting that into a good haul of points? Because you have to say, he's kind of under-delivered so far this season. Just 1 points finish in Australia so far.
Yeah, I mean, Nico Hülkenberg for me is one of the big surprises of the year because after so long away from the sport, I didn't expect him to come back and be so quick straight away, especially on one lap. So P7, great chance today. Of course, in normal circumstances, it will be difficult for him to stay in the top 10, I think. But you never know with what's announced for today. There's a chance.
You never know, indeed. Okay, we're seeing some pictures on the grid. Joe Bauer there. I think you've got a bit of an update for us, though, Nico, on Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, I mean, that's a worry, yeah, when they have work like that going on in the McLaren in the last moment. Difficult to know what it is, but that's a worry. And then, yeah, I just heard from the Ferrari engineering team, and they haven't found anything wrong with the car with Leclerc, but of course they had limited time, so they changed a lot of things. They changed the whole rear end, and they went to a more race setup, which means softer car, more downforce, to give him more confidence for the race, you know? So there's a lot of changes there, so let's see how he gets on.
And it is all about confidence for him in that Ferrari, and I know someone else will need a bit of confidence, given how packed that grid is. Martin Brundle, what have you got for us?
Hello, everybody. Hope your roast Sunday lunch was amazing. It's pretty warm here, that's for sure. Bit of a football theme on the grid today, as well as we'll be looking at F1 and some drivers, I hope, and look at the cars a little bit. We've got Ben Chilwell here at Mason Mount, Chelsea and England, of course. Welcome to the grid.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
First time on an F1 grid?
First time. First time with the F1 full stop.
A lot of energy, isn't there?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I think just seeing the whole I was saying yesterday, seeing how the teams work and like the synchronicity of it always, yeah, I was pretty stunned by it all, really.
Could be some good transfer between football and Formula One, I'm sure.
Yeah, I had a talk with a few of the mechanics yesterday, and we were saying obviously the relatableness between a football team and, stop making me laugh, you. The relatableness between a football team and the mechanics, the whole like synchronicity of it all.
Good stuff. Great to see you, and pleased you're enjoying it. Mason, he said you're going to Manchester United.
I'm here to just enjoy this race today. It's an amazing day. Can't wait to watch it, yeah.
And is it your first time on an F1 grid?
No, this is my third race. So I went to Monaco last year and Silverstone, so it's a good one to come to.
Who's your favourite driver?
With Red Bull, so hopefully Max wins. My mate is Lando as well, so yeah, no, I'm enjoying it, but looking for a good race, obviously.
I'm going to assume you've got a fantastic garage full of nice cars.
Yeah. No, not me. No, I always thought you meant the cars here.
All right, good to see you. Right, let's wander down and see who we can trip over on the way down. We'll have a quick look at Lando's car, because apparently there's a bit of work going on at the back of that. How are you, sir? And yeah, if we can, I'll tell you what, we might be better going down the grass, Lee, because that's a bit chock-a-block in there. And what's going on then on this car? That's the McLaren of Piastri, sitting there, minding its own business, looking absolutely ready to go. And the drivers will be off the grid for now. We've got this new.
No, Martin, that was Lando. Lando, that was Martin. Oh, Martin.
The drivers really do like to. That was Lando just going. We just walked through the Red Bull zone, which got us into a little bit of trouble. So let's see if we can find some F1 folk, if there are actually any F1 folk on the grid. I saw Derek Warwick, he's a steward today, former Formula One driver, of course, as well. Be interested to know about some of those decisions that they've made. And so let's see if we can. We've got Neymar. Let's keep the. I'm going to photobomb this photo there. Neymar, Martin Brundle, Sky F1. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you on the grid again. We saw you in Monaco. You're getting a taste for this Formula One business.
Yeah, come again to the Formula One. It's the very experience. I'm so happy to be here.
All right, well, we're happy that you're here, enjoying our great sport. Thank you very much. So, let's just keep wandering and see. I might just, you know what I might just do at some point? Stand in one place and see who. Sir, who are you?
Nobody famous.
I know, but you're a Marty's random person. Tell us about you.
That's a good outfit. No, I'm just here with some friends. Martins, for example, very big actor on Bridgerton, the show, very good. Take over footballers, just having a good time.
All right, sounds like you're with all the right gang then.
Oh yeah, it's a whole crew. Well, no, we're just here having a good time, supporting a bunch of different drivers. That's about it.
And your name, sir?
And it's Flo, FLO.
All right, good to see you. Right, there we go. And yeah, we'll just keep mooching on. So, I don't know how all these people get on the grid, really. How they get off in time, either. But let's see if we can find if there's any drivers who even remotely fancy coming back on here. You what?
I was trying to give you a toe there. But
yeah, I could do with a toe. Yeah, like get your elbows out, so, and then like just we'll wade through. And now we're already there. We've done those guys. So let's see if we can find Zach or somebody. I literally cannot see anybody I know from Formula One. This is ridiculous. And there's a gentleman I'm going to ask about. He's one of the head stewards, Gary Connolly, very experienced man. I'm at the back of Lando's car, Lee. I'm at the back. Gary, some penalties for Gasly, slam dunk.
Yeah, disappointing obviously for Pierre, but we looked at it and we looked at it as two separate incidents. And if it had been two separate drivers, they still would have got the penalty, so we couldn't do a bulk deal.
But then George and Lewis hit each other, but no penalty for that.
Yeah, we looked at that very carefully, and we believe there were mitigating circumstances, as we said in our decision.
All right, good stuff. Thanks for all your work, Gary. All right, let's have a look and see what else is going on around here. Around the, that's Lewis's car. I'm going to head back this way. I think we've got Michael Douglas down there. We'll have a quick chat with Michael Douglas. while he's wandering down. Michael, Catherine, two amazing actors, of course.
Stop for a second to say what an excellent job you do week in and week out. I'm so impressed both here in the pit and your color commentary. You're amazing.
You know, I really appreciate it. You've made my day. Thank you very much. Catherine, you enjoying the F1? I know you've been... I met you decades ago with our lovely friend Mansour and Kathy.
I'm always, yeah, we're forever in our prayers when we're on this track. I just love it. I was just, you know, I used to watch F1 with my dad, like Nigel Mansell years, you know. So to come here and to experience with a family, it really is a family event for us. We love it. And I second Michael. What you do, you really make it, you know, for everybody back home.
It's really kind of you. And your career's been super busy at the moment?
I'm taking a break myself. Catherine starts the second year of Wednesday. This is fall. And
for Netflix at the end of the year, so...
Well, that's an exclusive, because it hasn't been announced yet. That Wednesday's got a second series.
Right, where are we going to head next? Okay. So we got Gunter Steiner, I think, down at the Haas, if I'm actually... Because I can't actually see any cars hardly, apart from this Aston here. We'll go down and see if we can find out. We've got a bit of time on our hands. We're starting nice and early today, so it's good. And where is Gunter? Because he's just with the Austrian TV now, so we'll see how long that takes. I'll go and stare at them and make them feel uncomfortable or something, and see if we can let them know that we're ready to go. But of course, Gunter is Austrian, so. That looks like a long question with a long answer, doesn't it? Okay, we'll keep wandering about. I'm hearing some of the drivers. Are starting to come back onto the grid now. It's so hot out here. I absolutely fully understand why they wouldn't want to be standing around here, especially with everybody nipping their ears and all that sort of thing. So I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to. How are you? My name's Martin. Nice to see you. Yeah, I know. Good stuff. So you should be in for a pretty good day today. Your car's fast.
I think the driver are pretty confident, but you never know, huh? You never know how it works. But it's getting better since a couple of races. So let's see. Let's fight. Level is high, very high.
And Toto Lewis is looking really feisty at the moment, really energized.
Yeah, it's good. He's been all around. He's been in a good place, although the car never delivered. But it's good to have him feisty.
And George, a little trip through the gravel, but he's
Martin,
okay.
That's
yeah,
long.
I think he explored whether you get stuck
the...
there if you try to attempt an overtake, but he's getting out.
Asking about the statement he made about Alpine, they must do better.
It's anybody's game for P2 today, isn't it?
Yeah, I think depending on the cloud cover or not, what in terms of degradation, I think everybody can play for P2.
All right, good stuff. We're looking forward to that race. Nice to see you. Okay, right, we're going to head down towards where I think the drivers will be coming in and get our fishing net out. But there's 3 minutes to go. I might have missed the moment there, wandering down the grid. I've been up and down this grid more than I did when I was racing in Formula One, I think. But right now I'm getting in everybody's way. Are you all right, Tomo? Good. Here we go. Here's Lewis, but he doesn't like to be troubled before the race, so that's fair enough. That's when you're asked that. Yeah. Yeah. So let's just see if we can. How many drivers are down there? I can't see because everybody's taller than me and they've got their social media phones up. Karl-Heinz Zimmermann, hello, my friend. Lovely to see you.
How are you?
Very good, thank you. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm live at the moment, but I'll try and catch. Good stuff. Okay, let's see if we can steal a little. Lando. All right. Car good. We saw them working on it. You're okay. You got a minute.
Yeah. No, all good for now. I think they're not told me anything, so that's either a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. But it should be fine. We had it the other day. We'll be right.
Cracking job in quali.
Thank you. The main job's today, so try hang on.
Good. Thanks for stopping and talking to us. So, K-Mag, everything good?
All good, all good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. Thank you for asking.
Is it gonna rain?
Well, I don't know. The weather forecast has been wrong the whole weekend, hasn't it?
That's true. We'll see.
Well, you know what? It's the same for everybody, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's going to do what it's going to do.
Exactly. That's it.
And you can steam through the pack. All right, good. How long have I got? I'll just see if I can. Minute to the anthem, Max. All feeling good?
Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, maybe a bit of rain around, but we'll see. It should be okay.
All right, good stuff. Have a great race. And my old boss here, Flavio Briatore. We've still got a few seconds left. Flav, how are you doing? You look well. You look well.
Good, you? You?
Yeah, I feel great. Thank you. Yeah. You're the second person to ask me today.
So, we're ready for the super race?
I think, do you know what? Behind Max, I think it's going to be a really super race.
I believe that all the car, all the drivers are very competitive. It'll be a fantastic race. If we have a little bit of rain, it's more fantastic.
And your man Fernando, he's gonna be going for it in the first lap, I suspect, strongly suspect.
Him have Lance in front. I think so. We see the start, but the car is good. Yes, he had the problem with the gravel, but the car is very good.
Good stuff. Good to see you. I've got to get out because I'm getting some count in my ear, and it's 4 to go to the national anthem. So time for me to run up to the commentary box.
The national anthem of Barcelona and Catalonia. The national anthem of Spain, and now the national anthem of Catalonia. A wonderful atmosphere here at Catalonia. Wonderful grid walk as well for Martin Brundle. Let's head.
Him so a lot of expectation.
Yes, a huge amount of hype around Fernando Alonso, and it's his teammate, though, who actually out-qualified him yesterday. A much-needed boost for Lance Stroll after a difficult weekend in Monaco.
Yeah, absolutely. Lance had a bit of a difficult time lately, so it was really nice to see him come back yesterday with a great performance. I mean, P5 on the grid gives him a great chance to even go up on the podium, which is his goal for today. So we wish him the best there, of course, but he needs to look in his rear view mirrors because Alonso is going to be coming quickly.
Absolutely. Now, overtaking is difficult here, Naomi. Not impossible. It's a very different configuration to Monaco. So just explain to us where their opportunities are.
There's a couple of opportunities on this track, down into turn 1, down into turn 4 and 5 as well. There are a couple of opportunities, but I'm not sure if the overtaking is going to be done on track today, because if you look above us, there is a cloud looming, and it might be about who reacts the quickest, who makes the best decision, and who's quick on their feet to make the right call.
I'm also looking forward to Alonso coming up to Stroll. What does the team do? Do they tell Lance, you know, move over, Alonso is quicker, or do they let them race? That's going to be an interesting one.
That is a fascinating one, because you like the romantic notion of the home hero coming through, but not necessarily at the expense of Lance, who's obviously, well, in need of a strong weekend. He started the season so incredibly well, coming back from that injury in Bahrain. Had a bit of a dip, and now coming good again, it seems.
No, but more than that, he's the son of the boss.
Well, there is that. There is that.
So do they tell the son of the boss to move aside or not? That could be an interesting one to watch.
Straight to the point as ever, Nico. What about George Russell? What can he hope for today, Naomi?
Well, I actually just had a word with him on just before the anthem, and he said that he was looking for grip on the outside line, and he said there wasn't any, so that's why he ended up in the gravel, but he's not worried. The car seems fine. They don't have any issues.
Okay, well, it is so tight behind Max Verstappen. Expect plenty of drama here in Barcelona. Don't go anywhere, because up next, we've got the Spanish Grand Prix.
Thanks to the Sky F1 team there for some great coverage throughout the last hour as well. Now everything is getting turned up to 11. Boys, we're coming to you in the box now as well. And Jess, are you back with us as well? Have you eaten some food? Are you okay?
Yeah, I have eaten some food. I'm all good.
Hello. What are you making then coming into Spain as well? You'll be hopping in the box after the touring cars as well. So what are you making ahead of today? First of all, did you hear Sky okay? Could you hear me okay? Is it all working good?
Yeah, I was able to hear you whilst I was having food. It was good entertainment, actually. So thanks, everyone. Well, the question is, if the rain's going to come at all, because it looks like a nice sunny day at the moment, and it said it was going to be thunderstorms at 3, so I think it's going to be uncertain. Well, 3 p.m. Spain time, yeah. But I think it's going to be some uncertainty. I think in terms of like what grip the drivers will be facing around today. Can Verstappen take another win, or will we see a different win? And I hurt myself just a little bit, but it's all right. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I would like to see a different winner this season. I don't want to just be. I don't want it to be the Red Bull show, but Red Bull have done well here before. But I want to see teams like I want to see like Sainz challenge, and maybe Alonso if he can climb up his way there. Can Lewis do anything about it as well? But we'll see.
It's going to be fun, and I'm glad that you and Josh are going to be in the box as well, and then moving up and over. So Josh is with us up to the touring car race. Then Josh and Jess leave the team. Then they both come back, but Jess comes up to the com box, and Josh goes down to the pit lane as well as a half and half for this race. Megan Birch isn't with us. Exam time, literally busy as well. So here it comes then. It's the they're going to do a that red button Sky F1 feature, aren't they, like they always do. So we've got a few minutes ahead of this one. Yeah, it's brand new for 2023, 7 races ago. Okay, so we'll go to you, Omi, as well. This is going to be an interesting one. 40% chance of rain now in the year. We were talking about it. This is going to be decided, I think, on who takes the gamble first for the pit lane, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this is going to be brilliant. This is going to be a great race. First of all, we obviously have what's going to happen at turn 1, what's going to happen after that. So much to happen in this race. The battle for second is going to be brilliant as well. So it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to this. And I don't think that Red Bull is going to win this one, but I do say that every week. So we kind of can't. So I kind of say that every week. So we kind of can't take that too much. But Verstappen, yes, super strong. And really, he is the man to beat. And I think this is going to be, though, a great race. A lot of struggle for the drivers. We don't know what the weather is going to do. The weather could start bucketing it down, and then that causes chaos on the circuit. So there's a lot of unpredictability into this race. So I think it's going to be great.
Someone has just texted me saying, have you been wearing the same pair of jeans for the last 3 days? Yes, but they're jeans. They're designed for that. Anyway, Josh, you've got 40 seconds to say why the Spanish Grand Prix is going to be one of the best we've ever seen at this circuit.
It's because of the new layout. That's it. 10 seconds. Less than that.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, the last time we had a wet race here that was completely washed out was back in 1996 when Michael Schumacher took his first ever win for Ferrari as well in what Murray Walker described as an absolutely superlative drive. What are we going to see here today? It's a circuit that gives us first. It's a circuit that has given us 8 different winners in a row. It's a circuit as well that you can master, but it spits you out. Sit back and enjoy the Spanish Grand Prix. For the 33rd time in its career, the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya hosts round of a Formula One World Championship. Today, though, the stars seem to have aligned. Fernando Alonso chasing win number 33. He starts in box number 33. He's completed exactly 33.3% of F1 races in history. And guess where he starts on the grid? 8th, not 3rd. So he's going to have a lot of work to do. Carlos Sainz starts 2nd. 2 Spanish heroes and the only 2 Spanish winners do battle around a reconfigured circuit here. It's back to how it was in the early 2000s, and the 3rd sector now back to how we all know and love it. No more tricky chicane, faster than ever, quicker than ever, more overtaking opportunities than ever. This is going to be a race you do not want to miss. How about Vettel and Bottas in 2017? Vettel zigzagging, diving up the inside as well. He did that a couple of years later with Lewis Hamilton as well. How about going down into turn number 4? We all remember this one. Nico Rosberg's part of the punditry team this weekend. He might not be liking this one though. Rosberg squeezing Hamilton. Hamilton crashing out. Rosberg getting the blame. And down at turn 11 and 12. Barrichello versus Schumacher, and Schumacher up the inside, taking the pair of them. The Schumacher brothers left in awe of Barrichello up the inside. Tyre compounds are a talking point here. The track is abrasive. It's a mixture of fast, slow and medium corners. So we've got a white hard C1, a yellow medium C2 and a red soft C3 to deal with it. But with rain in the air and a 40% chance, it could be the green Inter or blue wet weather tyres that take the focus. Rain is rolling in over the mountains, and this is how they line up on the grid. Logan Sargent and Charles Leclerc will line up in the pit lane after their accidents in practice and qualifying. Alexander Albon is in 18th, alongside him is Kevin Magnussen starting 17th. Then 16th on the grid for Valtteri Bottas. Yuki Tsunoda starts 15th. It's a disappointing season so far for Bottas. He wants points today. Zhou starts in 13th with De Vries in 14th on the grid as well. Moving further on the grid, 12th on the grid for George Russell, Sergio Perez just outside. The 2 of them starting on row 6. That's because the young guns came in. Gasly with a 6th place grid penalty starts 10th. Oscar Piastri starts 9th. Fernando Alonso got a floor damage in Q3 and his best effort wasn't good enough. He's alongside Nico Hülkenberg. Esteban Ocon is in 6th position. Can Esti Besti be 3rd again? Wet conditions could make it. Lance Stroll out qualifying Alonso for the 2nd time this year. Hamilton starts on row 2 with Lando Norris in 3rd position as well. Which one of those are going to be on the podium? Spanish hero Carlos Sainz is a smooth operator in P2. He's alongside the championship leader Max Verstappen. The atmosphere, you can cut it literally anywhere you like. It looks fantastic. Alongside me in the commentary box for this one is Omi as well. Josh T is with me for half the race, and then Jess will swap over as well from combox to pit lane as well. There you go, look, Alonso, I'm corrected actually. Stroll has out-qualified Alonso for the first time this season, not the 2nd. But Omi, boy oh boy, are we ready for this. I think everyone's going to start on the dry tyres.
Well, I'm looking forward to this even more. We have Verstappen starting on those mediums, Sainz, Norris, Hamilton, Stroll, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Alonso, Piastri, Gasly, all on the softs. So everyone's basically on the softs except Verstappen, Perez, so both Red Bulls going for the mediums, Sargent on the mediums, and Leclerc are going different to everyone and starting on the hards from the pit lane. So it's going to get tight now with everyone behind Verstappen on the soft, so it could get very tasty down into turn 1. The weather is also going to play a part in this, so this could be one of the best races in Formula 1.
Josh T, this race is going to be absolutely electric as well. The strategy guide's been thrown out the window. Nobody knows what's going to happen. That rain's in the air. It's a gamble from what we've seen. Half the field on softs, just 3 drivers on mediums, 2 on the actual grid, both Red Bull. But they go well everywhere. But could this be their Achilles heel?
It could possibly be. Keep an eye on George Russell. It could even be a George gamble.
Oh. That's a touring car.
Anyway.
And where we go in the formation
now? Josh.
Anyway, good to see that everyone in the Mini Challenge Trophy Cup class up Woodham Hill is okay as well.
Was there a crash?
Big one, yeah.
Oh dear.
Not as big as the genetic crash we saw last year, but anyway, formation lap, as you said, race strategies go out the window because it could be wet.
I'm already starting to sweat, Jess, as well. It's the nerves in the air as well. I'm not wearing an undershirt either, but this is going to be fantastic. This is going to be, I think, one of the races of the year. There is so much to gamble on, so much to look forward to. What are your picks?
Well, changeable conditions, I think it's going to make it even more exciting.
Yes,
Hopefully it's more exciting than Monaco that we saw last week, but with a new... Well, not the new edition, but the removal of the last chicane.
Yes.
I think probably we could probably see a lot of things going on. I think.
Sorry about that. I was getting feedback on the microphone, so I was testing, and I didn't know that there was a button. Josh, update me on the mini challenge crash with the info becomes available, says the little owl. So, Josh T, you're there. Here's the strategy guide. For a 2-stop, it's soft for 16 laps, then hard for 24 and 26. For a medium, you take it to 23 laps, then a hard for 25, and then softs to the end of the race. However, as we said, Josh, that's going to be thrown out the window.
Yeah, it's going to be thrown out the window indeed. The driver who went off worst walked away into the ambulance, so all good there.
Okay, good.
But Charles Leclerc
in the pits,
getting ready in the pit lane. So is number 2 of Logan Sargent as Max Verstappen exits the final corner.
284,000 people and 66 are here as well today to watch this one. Let's go a quick round the room. Just one word. Who's going to win this race? Omi, who's your pick a winner?
Go for Hamilton.
Oh, good call. Josh, who's your pick a winner?
Verstappen, but I want Alonso to win.
And Jess, who's your pick a winner?
I'm going to go bold. Because it's changeable conditions. Yes. Lando Norris.
Do you know,
I love how we all went way over one word.
Can we just point out, I've thought the same. Lando. I've gone for Lando because I think Lando could do it. He starts 3rd. Hamilton could be in the mix today as well, but it's going to take a lot to tie into Verstappen. He's done the by-point find as well. Oh, everyone trying to launch the graphics already. Medical car is at the background. 66 laps ahead of us. 2 hours on the clock. A 40% chance of rain in the air. Must be Christmas at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Once again, we are teased. 7 days ago, Monaco delivered. And now we come to another circuit that historically fans don't like. What is it going to be? There's a few drops of rain, I think, in the pit lane there. But we're about to find out. Here we go. Green flag at the back. It's all eyes to the lights. The Spanish Grand Prix is 5 lights away. Action in Barcelona. It's a good start from Carlos Sainz. He's going to go level up in the second phase of the start. Max Verstappen gets the good getaway as they head down towards turn 1. Lando Norris is defending hard as Sainz tries to go around the outside into turn 1 on Max Verstappen, who gives him a little bit of a nudge. Hamilton in turn hits Lando Norris. Oh, I don't believe it. Lewis was trying to get the comeback and gets hit with Lando. Lando's lost part of his front wing, and now there goes Lance Stroll on the back of Hamilton. And look at that already. Esteban Ocon under battle with the inside of Lando Norris. Oh, his good work done is wrecked. Lance Stroll round the outside at turn 4 and gets the move into turn 5 for 3rd place. Finally, he's
Norris
delivering.
got damage.
Norris has got damage, he said on the radio as well. Finally, Lance Stroll is performing the way he needs to in 2023. Where's Alonso? He's up to 7th position and he's defending from George Russell, who's made a lightning getaway. Russell is up into 8th position. And where is Sergio Perez? He is still in 12th position. He has not made a move until now as he dives up the inside of Oscar Piastri and gets the door shut and trying to come around the outside. Yuki Tsunoda. And box for Lando Norris. It's gone worse. The best position of the year, and Lewis Hamilton has thrown it away by crashing into him. Hamilton, I think, needs a penalty for that. It was his fault. He cut across him. No spatial awareness there from a 7-time champion, Omi.
Yeah, absolutely not. Verstappen, though, getting his elbows out, turn number 1. Sainz had to go around the outside. He would have had the tyres, but Verstappen fully got his elbows out. As in, at begin lap 2, making their way, and Sergio Perez is on it once again. To the inside line of Piastri he goes, and also there, the house of Magnussen versus Tsunoda and Gasly also there. But Verstappen has a 1-second gap on those medium compound out tyres as Norris. So unfortunate for the McLaren driver as he has to pit now, and he goes on to, it looks to be, Lando Norris. Oh, yeah, it's slow. Onto the hard compound tyres. Very slow for Norris. So it's even worse for him. It's a slow pit stop anyway as you're changing the front wing. But it's even slower, which is not what you want. But Lance Stroll getting his elbows out, getting the move done as the other Mercedes tries to fight past Fernando Alonso.
Alonso's up into 6th position as well, and Russell's going left and right. Alonso's trying to break the toe. We haven't got the DRS yet, but still he's fighting hard as they come down in towards the turn 10 out of Capsa into turn 10. And again, the segregation's starting to come in. The splits are coming into effect. Verstappen leads 1.5 seconds already to Sainz, who tried his best but can't get through. Then we get Stroll, Hamilton, Ocon, Alonso, Russell, Hülkenberg, Zhou, Perez, the top 10, Piastri 11th, then Tsunoda, Magnussen, Gasly, De Vries, Albon, Bottas, Sargent, Leclerc and Norris down in 20th place. He's 30 seconds back to Leclerc. He's 42 seconds back to Verstappen, Josh, as we head to lap 3. Verstappen leads, but surely there'll be a penalty for Hamilton. There has to be, as again, look further back as well. That is Zhou Guanyu trying to attack Hülkenberg into 1 and not getting through.
Yeah, as DRS is enabled, Tsunoda currently has the fastest lap. Currently down in 11th. He won't get the fastest lap, but wow, shock. Verstappen has it. Let's have a look at
Here's the start, Omi.
Yeah, so Max Verstappen is going to cut across Carlos Sainz, but I'm watching Lando Norris and Hamilton to see what happens there. So Verstappen now goes to the inside because he wants to keep the place. Hamilton pulling alongside Norris as well, and then you can see Stroll waiting in behind. The Stroll tries to have a go around the outside, he can't do it. Sainz just gets, Verstappen just cuts across him, but watch Norris here. Watch Norris and Hamilton. I think we'll need a better angle. I think we can maybe see it on board. But yeah, this is into turn 1, and Sainz just getting squeezed out. But watch Norris, watch Hamilton, and there's the contact. Stroll just gets the place, and then Ocon also dives it. So taking a look at that, definitely not what you want there. Very tight through the first few couple of corners though, isn't it?
Jess, what did you make of it? Because I don't think Lewis wasn't using his mirrors, but Lando had every right to be there. Lewis was trying to dart all over the place.
It is a shame, and I'm just worried that he has a puncher as well. Like, my pick a winner's not doing very well. I think I should never go bold again, and I should have just picked Verstappen instead.
I think my friend's not going to be too happy.
Oh, yeah, that was not good. But good start from George, though. We'll look at Sainz to start as well in turn 1. He maintained P2 from Max Verstappen, but I think he was going to try and get it off to turn 1, which would have been good for the fans anyway, but still no luck. Hülkenberg's fastest first sector, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah? Oh, yes, it is. Hülkenberg, 23.691 as well. Closing back as we see Stroll's move on Hamilton to turn 3. Stroll doing once again a good manoeuvre. Back to live action then, and there's the gap with the DRS enabled. 1.8 seconds only. Verstappen's already got ahead. Well, Sainz knew he had to launch an attack, or less, and then Verstappen's going to get away from him, and it's happened. Verstappen's getting away from Sainz.
Yeah, Sainz's only chance would have been turn number 1 at that stage, but I think they would have known. We always see whoever's on pole needs to cut across and get the inside line and cover the position, exactly what Verstappen did. So Sainz there, now he just needs to try and hope that there's a bit of chaos and in the wet, but Yeah, so Stroll though made a brilliant move at Saudi there as well. Now making another one as we also have Joe trying to get past Hulkenberg. He's got DRS. Hulkenberg goes defensive, but I think Joe's going to have this with DRS. He's got it, and now Perez is waiting in behind to pounce as well, but he won't be able to make it at turn 1. But that's a move there for Joe to get past, and you can see Perez now. You're stuck behind at this part of the lap, and now he might even try around the outside. Oh, that would have been risky. That would have been super risky. He would have got definitely shoved off the road, so he's going to have to wait. But all of these drivers just waiting to pounce. You have Perez, you have Russell, or Leclerc, all trying to fight their way through. So that's pretty interesting there. But however, Verstappen just well clear currently of Sainz by 2.2 seconds.
Our super fan Beth is in the chat. Hello, Beth, and says Hulk is flying. Hulk really is with that sector time as well. Norris has got the fastest lap, a 1:20.051 in the early stage of this race on brand new hard tyres. Turn 1 is involving car 63. Russell has been noted for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. So I didn't see Russell cut across the track there while we were looking at Hamilton. So we'll double check. Maybe I did and forgot it already. That's the life of a commentator. But I'll tell you what, Josh, this race is going to be determined on whether or not Hamilton on Lando's incident is investigated.
Yeah, oh.
Loris,
why are there so many big crashes in the mini challenge today?
Yes, Beth. Norris has changed over tyres. He started on the softs and now he's changed on to hard compound tyres, brand new. But look at Perez. Perez in such a tow to Hulkenberg down towards turn 1. I don't think he's going to make the move. Oh, yes, he is. Perez on the inside and makes the move. Yeah, Bottas. That's incredibly early into the pit lane. He was on soft compound tyres, brand new. So what do they know that we don't?
Well, Norris, where did that come from?
No idea.
Fastest lap, he's trying to catch back up to the field.
And he's gone on hards. Bottas has taken hard tyres. So I suppose it's good when the track temperature's high, and it is high at the moment. Track temperature is at 33 degrees here, temperature 22. Humidity is at 63% as well, so there's still a lot coming in. Hi friends, can't wait until Canada, says Adam. Neither can we. We can't wait. Next time out in Canada in 2 weeks' time is when Adam rejoins the team. As Bottas again just closing further back. He's being told he's actually under pressure a little bit. Oh no, Bottas is coming to the pit lane, that's why. So Bottas, there we go, thank you for the confirmation of my ears. Bottas was told to box to get an advantage on the rest of the field coming in later because the rain is now pushing later and later into this race. Brave call, but the radar's been wrong all weekend long. We heard Martin say it on the grid. It has not once done exactly what it was said to do, and I've been in Spain, and I've never seen it rain there, but I don't think clouds covering the mountains is a very good idea as to how it's going to be. As a move going on into turn number 1, as round the outside, Russell passes Alonso. It doesn't get a cheer from the fans, it gets a boo. Russell is flying, and Alonso is struggling in the Aston Martin. Meantime, further back, Tsunoda's past Hulkenberg, and Piastri is going to try and come up for that little battle as well to swing it round the outside. Not going to go there. Paul says, I think this race is going to be crazy. Dio9 says that yesterday when Russell did that in quali, he jumps on the radio and claims dangerous driver. Yeah, that's the second time. Hamilton. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Hamilton was claiming Russell's a dangerous driver, and then he's just done exactly the same thing to Lando. So a bit of a thing there from Hamilton. But now he's chasing down Lance Stroll. The gap, Verstappen has pulled out only a 3-second lead already. It's lap 7, and he's 3 seconds ahead of Sainz. That's just insanity.
That's just going to extend. I would say we need pretty much chaos if we want Verstappen to not win this one. I do want someone to except Verstappen, just anyone except Verstappen and Perez would be good. It'll make this race a bit more interesting. This is Leclerc. He got past Alexander Albon, and he's going to be easy past DRS. And to the inside line, he was actually setting some purple sectors as well. So Leclerc in clean air. He didn't actually get the best start from the pit lane because he had Logan Sargent all over him. But here comes Hamilton trying to go around the outside of Stroll.
He's got the DRS into turn 1. Stroll's going to make it difficult for him as well. They nearly touch, but Hamilton has got it. Yes! Lewis Hamilton goes up into 3rd position, and now we're on with Piastri trying to pass Hulkenberg into turn 1 doing exactly the same move. Oh, Oscar gets a little bit of a twitch. He's got it though. Hulk's going to try and fight back. Good on Piastri getting his elbows out there. What a great race. Martin was right. Behind Verstappen, this is a great little race we're having. But Verstappen, 3.7 seconds ahead. It looks like nobody can stop him, at least Josh, at the moment. This is getting a little bit like every other race this year. All the 6 of them.
Yeah, it looks like it. Just seeing the touring cars getting ready in pit lane, even though there'll be a slight delay after that massive hit Club Chicane final corner, final lap.
Well, is it still scheduled for 2:45 touring cars race start, or is it 2:30 lights out? I can't remember.
It was 2:35, so 2:20 pit lane open, but no doubt it will be done.
I'll keep updated with that because you and Jess commentate on that. We've lost Amy's camera at the moment. It's gone a bit. Oh, it's back now. Never mind.
It's gone a bit hunky-dory, let's just say.
Verstappen, Jess, takes a 1:19.894. So he's running away with this Grand Prix, but there's so much battling behind. We haven't really noticed because Perez is back up into ninth, and now he's attacking Zhou as well down towards turn 1.
There's Perez then, going to attack him at the moment. He's going to go to the left-hand side, try to cut back around the outside as well. And there we go. The Red Bull, I have to say, around this track is quick. Very, very quick. Perez is already up into 8th spot. Hulkenberg's in to the box.
So Hulkenberg coming in then. Let's just see what he's on. 2.8 second stop. Science on the radio.
We speak on plan A for now. Yeah, happy. I have pace in hand.
I have pace in hand, and stewards have said the turn 1 incident involving cars 63 Russell has been reviewed. No further investigation for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. By the way, Hulkenberg has put on medium compound tyres after starting on 8-lap old on soft compound tyres. So he's changed his plan. I think this is what I said earlier, Josh. Strategy has changed again. It's just moving around, and everyone's just sort of debating what's going to be best to use. And now we're just sort of fingers crossed that the rain's going to come at some point. Otherwise, everyone's strategy is going to be all over the place.
Yeah, it looks like that, but Verstappen nearly a 5-second gap, 4.6-second gap right now. Nothing happens. Do we think we've got our winner already at Go Bits?
Yeah.
Can Josh just record the end of the race?
Yeah. Zhou in, changes over to hard compound tyres. De Vries in. Oh, it's a slow stop for Zhou, actually. Oh, he got held out by De Vries, that's why. Coming down the pit lane, 3.7 seconds. De Vries in. So it's hard compound tyres for Zhou. De Vries, however, Jess, is changing over. 3-second stop. And he has put on hards. So, yeah, what do you want me to do? Max Verstappen wins the Spanish Grand Prix. There you go. There you go.
That's good.
Yeah, good night, everyone. All done.
Can I pop off quickly to restart my laptop before BTCC because it's really lagging on my end?
Sure, Jess, if you want to hop up to the box, we'll get that sorted.
Yeah, I will head off. I have enjoyed the next half of the race, and I'll see you for the final half of F1.
Sounds good.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Take care. Have a good one, guys. And Naomi, Gasly round the outside of Hulkenberg and this is on Magnussen. So yeah, Magnussen going through.
Yep, getting the move done around the outside. So Alonso's a bit disappointing, isn't he, right now? Not having the pace, not having the pace that we all thought he had, because he got overtaken by Russell, and Mercedes are really on it. Hamilton passing Stroll, and now Russell getting super close, all over to the back, and he's going to go for it to the inside. That is late on the brakes, and George Russell gets the move done. That was a brilliant pass, Josh.
Fantastic from Russell. He is pushing like crazy in this Grand Prix. Russell trying to make up for a bad qualifying, trying to get up to it, and he's doing so with fantastic style. Now, Verstappen, 5.3 ahead. This is just getting bonkers. You don't know where to look. Magnussen's in. He's changed over. So Zhou's put on, as we said, he's put on hard compound tyres. Magnussen's put on new medium compound tyres. So we'll have to keep up to date with that and who dives in and what into the pit lane. But right now, it is Verstappen leading Sainz. It's Hamilton. I'll try that again. Verstappen. Oh, and there goes. That's De Vries under pressure as well by Bottas, and Bottas going through, and now Zhou and Hulkenberg. Oh, this is getting crazy. It's Zhou and Tsunoda, Bottas and De Vries. It's all over the place at the moment.
It absolutely is. If we just ignore Verstappen, we have an interesting race because Hamilton's now starting to get a bit closer to science. So we do have a brilliant race coming up. But just we're taking a look now at a replay. So to the inside goes the Haas of. So then Zhou Guanyu also involved. So we have the AlphaTauri coming out onto the race. It's very tight through the opening few corners. So there's a lot of battles going on at different parts of the racetrack, isn't there?
Yeah, tons of them, and this is great. This is exactly what we wanted to see as well. Different opportunities for overtaking, different movements as well. As Hamilton's 1.5 seconds behind Sainz, so he's gained a bit of time there. But this race is just fantastic. Let's have a look here. What's that? 11:33. That dude's not even blinking. Who are you on about? Rain and a red flag. Beth says, yeah, I reckon an early change to hards could turn out to be a blessing for Bottas and Lando. I agree with you, Beth, and everyone else in the chat's been saying that as well. Can't see the chat that well. This is the thing when you're running... well, I know I've got Omi here, but we're not in the same box. When you're in this one box on your own, then it's quite hard to keep an eye on every monitor. But Omi's with me down there as we've got it running with Perez now running P8. He's chasing down Fernando Alonso, but this is not the way we want it to. The tyre's starting to get a bit older, those are the softs, and now we've got a battle on our hand to see who's going to be the fastest driver. Omi, do you reckon that we could see Verstappen just walk away with it, or is everyone just planning for the rain that is apparently just not coming?
I think everyone is thinking of the rain, but now look at Hamilton. 1.2 seconds it was momentarily, now 1.3, but that gap's closing in. Mercedes look to have very good race pace. Aston don't look to have as good, because I think Russell now, as he's been released past Ocon, so I think he might now try hunt down Lance Stroll. We're on board with Charles Leclerc as well, currently in 11th. He started on those hard compound tyres, the only driver to start on those hards. So yeah, it's going to be interesting because we don't know if the rain's going to come down because the weather forecast, we can't really rely on it with how wrong it's been.
Yeah, he was saying it was going to be dry in free practice. Let's hear from Sainz, he might tell us.
And switch positions, Sierra confirmed, status 4. Take pace, this is good. Okay, understood. You need to pick up the pace.
There's a Mercedes.
Wow, yeah, because, and Sainz making mistakes, starting to turn. Oh, sorry, there, Leclerc, sorry, thank you. Well, that's weird. TV directions all over this. They show us a radio for Sainz and then put us on board with Leclerc. Pit stop now is open. Laps 13 to 20 for those on the soft tyres. So that's Sainz, Hamilton, Stroll, Russell, Ocon, Alonso, Piastri, Gasly, Albon. So they can all come in, change tyres in the next few laps. Whether or not they will is a different question. Should I stay, or should I pit, or should I go now? That's the question they want to know. And it's a question that nobody's asking, unfortunately, at the moment.
Is that Ocon in? Is that Ocon in?
Yeah, Ocon into the pit lane.
Oh, yep.
So what's he going to box with then? He'll have to, I think, hards. If it's a two-stop race, it's hard to hard, unless he wants to take it medium. It's medium. Wow. So it's a two-stop strategy for Ocon. For medium compound, then a hard at the end of the race. He's going to take those 22 laps before the rest of the race as well. 66, which means we get a half distance of 33. Am I just going to keep making the 33 references in this race as we see Ocon out of the pit lane now, and immediately I'm going to attack by Hulkenberg, and Hulkenberg's going to regret that because he's going to get a block off as well from Zhou, and Tsunoda's going to take the pair of them right around the outside of turn 3. He's taken Zhou. Zhou fights back. Tsunoda has to surely back out and does so, but he doesn't. Round the outside. Oh, Yuki.
What a move.
That is brilliant. Round the outside of turn 4. Zhou's trying to fight back and can't. That was spectacular, Omi, from Yuki Tsunoda. He's learned that in Super Formula.
Yeah, found the gap around the outside, went for it. Now, I'm not surprised why Sainz is being told to pick up the pace. He's currently not picking up because Hamilton's now inside the 1 second. But I'm not surprised because Hamilton's really gaining and getting on him now. And here we go, we're on board. We're on board with him. He's gaining. He won't be able to do it into 1, but he might have a chance. In comes Lance Stroll.
Stroll into the pit stop for 5th position. Surely he's going to go on to a hard compound tyre. Alonso gets promoted up to 5th place. When's he going to come in for a different set of tyres as well as the one we want to look at? Good stuff from Stroll. It's a used set of soft compound tyres. Now, there is no new sets for Aston Martin because they think putting a heat cycle through the tyres first helps them go a bit quicker. And who's to argue? They've had podiums in 5 of the 6 races so far. As we see now as well, Tsunoda on the inside of Hulkenberg down towards turn number 1. Tsunoda is motoring on those hard tyres now as the track temperature begins to fall. Track temperature now 31. It was 33 when we started. How many more do you want to hear about the number 33 today? Stroll has put on a new set of soft compound. Well, it says new hards actually. It says used hard tyres on my tiny screen, Omi, but I swear I saw red.
Yeah, the Prix also getting past Bottas. Now we kind of don't know where to look because we have obviously a lot of battling going on in this part of the field, but here we also have the Aston Martin Stroll stuck behind Sargent.
I think to go to medium, box Carlos box for medium.
Well,
Sainz coming in for medium, and he's done so. Hamilton takes second position in the Spanish Grand Prix as Stroll dives up the inside of Logan Sargent at turn 10. Makes the move stick. It's a good stop from Lance Stroll. Look to me at 2.9. Alonso moves up into fourth position. Russell goes to third, and here's Sainz's radio.
Moves into fifth.
Okay.
Carlos Sainz.
Y, okay, that is to confirm that it is a Y for yes, not a Y as in why are you asking this. Leclerc now goes ahead of Sainz in that strategy. That's an interesting call there, Omi, because they knew that would have happened. So now is Leclerc and Sainz going to go together, as we see right now Zhou going on the attack for Hülkenberg into turn 1 with a lovely move. Hülkenberg nearly losing his wing there into turn 1.
Yeah, what a brilliant race so far, and I don't think Sainz is interested in battling away there with Hamilton, so Hamilton now can maybe try the overcut if he can continue and go fast out there, so that's going to be interesting. Hamilton on the radio?
That's still really good, mate. Okay, let's keep him that way.
We know what he's going to do now, don't we?
Yeah, hammer time. He's done 18 laps on those tyres, 18 laps on softs, and he still says they're really good. And Verstappen's on 16 lap old mediums. He's going to try and double the stint in order to keep that attack. But here's Zhou again on Hülkenberg, Omi.
Yep, and you can see Hülkenberg tried to cover it off just a bit too late because Zhou already got the inside line, and as soon as you have it, you just got to be super late on the brakes. You just got to be late and then just try and make sure that you go into the apex ahead so Hülkenberg cannot do anything. This is now the two Ferraris, and is it going to be an easy position swap? It is, so they're not battling. Oh, Leclerc's boxing.
Yeah, and he has come in, so that was a strategy call there, as that's early. 17 laps on a hard tyre, and Leclerc's coming in. That's the wrong call, and he's put on softs, brand new softs. Omi, that's a terrible call. You take the hards until everyone's done their pit stops. Otherwise, what was the point of taking them? That's a bad call. That's a really bad call, and that's putting him now down to 17th in the middle of everybody who's just pitted. So
yeah, we're getting far strategy calls again, aren't we, from 2022?
What on earth was that pit stop? So you've put on the hard, you start from the pit lane, you put on the hard tyres to take you deep into the Grand Prix in order to get yourself in position and hope for the rain to change things up, and then you decide to scrap that, come into the pit lane and drop down to 18th position with Lando right behind you on hard tyres and put on soft, what an... Oh... Dear Nat says, Josh, that's what I said, Illuminati 33, yeah. Did Hamilton get a pen for the crash? No, he has not. Spoke to soon, already looks like another finish we had a couple of weeks ago. Looks like it. Norris seems to be struggling on the rear for some reason. Yeah, well, he's just putting it too much low, doesn't he? He did have a problem, actually, Beth, on the way to the grid, and Mercedes and the McLaren mechanics were around the left rear of the car. As into the pit lane comes Oscar Piastri. He was on the soft compound tyre, puts on the brand new set of hards, and away he goes, the 2.5 second stop. So good all there, but I'll tell you what, Omi, this race is just delivering. It's 18 out of 66, and it is constantly delivering good racing.
It is, and what Hamilton I think is going to do here is he's going to stay out. He's just going to put Mighty Sexy. He's currently matching with Verstappen's lap. But however, Sainz is now going to start getting... Sainz will have to deal with Gasly and might have some traffic here and there. So I think he's just going to try and go fast out there in clean air. So I think that's what Hamilton's up to. And he's going to be hoping that Sainz maybe just gets blocked by a bit of this traffic. So, yeah, hammer time for Hamilton, isn't it?
Hammer time for Hamilton indeed. Going to be push, push, push until he hears the box, box, box. As we come on board now with Carlos Sainz, who is behind Pierre Gasly by 0.6 of a second. The Ferrari engine through the new final sector. Take a listen. Turn up your volume. He was on the rev limiter coming out the last corner, and that's how quick it is. Here's Russell.
A lot more pace in these tyres. Need to look forward, not behind.
As we watch
and Sainz now going past Gasly, and Russell says yes, A firm. So a lot more pace in these tyres. Basically, tell Lewis to get out of my way. Gap, though, is 8 seconds, which is weird. You can't expect it to back up, can you?
Yeah, definitely can't. But yeah, this race is super interesting. Just if we ignore Verstappen...
Oh, and that's...
Oh, here we go.
Piastri on the inside of De Vries. It's turn 1 with a lovely manoeuvre. Have they got, who's in the comms box with us?
Is there anyone with us?
I heard a ping about a few minutes ago.
I think that was someone joining and then leaving accidentally.
Right.
I think maybe someone I think Jess or Josh just accidentally joined back this box.
Oh, right, I see.
I'm unsure though. I can't even see who's actually in here because I just have the TV picture on the big screen. Yeah.
That's it. Let's have a look at Oscar again then. This is how we did it then, Omi. A great run on the last corner on De Vries.
Yeah, so getting a good exit, and then you're gaining all the way. So you can see De Vries has a DRS, but Piastri just tucks in, he's much more closer, and then De Vries does try to cover it off, but Piastri just gets the inside line anyway. Then you just got to go late on the brakes, but not too late that you lock up, and then you just have the position. Don't want to run too wide there as well. As in comes Fernando Alonso.
Alonso pits for the first time today, as does Gasly, so that overtake a few minutes ago was meaningless. Soft tyres going on now as well for Alonso. Gasly's coming in too. It's a long stop for Gasly. It's got to be at least over 3 seconds. Yeah, 3.9. Wow. That's going to drop him behind as Alonso's going to come out fighting with Zhou Guanyu. Zhou's got the inside line in turn 1 and takes him up to 9th. Alonso down to 10th position. Just to inform everyone, our coverage of the British Touring Car Championship has just started. Round 11 of the season with Jess and Josh on the commentary as well. So good luck to those two. We'll be keeping it up here in the box as well so that we know what, well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're doing with it, Omi, as well. Watch it later, possibly. But because I'm commentating on race 3, I've got my eye on 2 monitors at once, which isn't describing because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monitors up here. So I'm used to keeping the eyes darting around for information. Lap 21 of 66 then. For those of you listening on USRN, this is about what the race order is at the moment. Verstappen is leading from Hamilton in 2nd. Russell is 3rd. Perez 4th. Sainz is 5th. Stroll 6th. Ocon 7th. Tsunoda 8th. And here's Russell's radio.
You don't think one stop is possible? Tyres are holding quite well at the moment. It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
Russell.
I think we need to stay out. It's your choice. The tyres are good. I'm improving the lap time.
George Russell.
Russell says that this is going to be a one-stop race for him. Just quick go through the rest of the results as well as we see Alonso doing the inside then of Zhou into turn 1 with the DRS, makes him move, and Piastri versing Hülkenberg further back into turn 1, and through goes Piastri. Omi, this race is delivering hand over fist. What? And people say we would have a bad Spanish Grand Prix. This layout change proved that that was the problem. This is great.
Yeah, we can't even keep up with it all. We have moved everywhere, basically, everywhere. And if it started raining, I think that would be really good for Mercedes, because then everyone would just pit onto Inters.
Yeah, and it would really help Mercedes, because those Inters can go 32 laps. This is now Gasly's pit stop. I presume it's a problem with the rear. Which side? Oh no, it's front right, and it wouldn't go on. Second one we've seen today. Didn't that affect Ocon as well? And Norris, actually. Both of them couldn't get the green light to go.
This is Leclerc getting the move done.
On 2.
Yeah, the Alpine comes out, and
that's Gasly.
Yeah, that was Gasly. Yeah.
Gasly's repassed him.
He has.
This race is just going on. Imagine if the Mercs make contact again. Yeah.
That'd be very dramatic.
Chewin says Simbala finale strategy as well. Best says, oh yes, thanks Josh. I still reckon the F2 F3 cars sound better on the in-car footage. Definitely. Hope I'm keeping up with everyone's YouTube chats as well. Let's hear from Bradley Lord, the communication director at Mercedes.
31 degrees track temperature's probably got quite a lot to do with it, Martin. So we know we were long running in the 40s on Friday, and obviously it's a chunk cooler today, so that will certainly be helping those tyres hold up.
I mean, obviously you want to do some overtaking, you want to be a little less draggy down the straights, Bradley, but if you set the car up with a bit more wing to protect, particularly the rear tyres through some of the middle parts of the track, the faster corners.
Yeah, both drivers preferred a slightly higher wing level to the lower one Lewis ran on Friday, so that's looking after the tyres well and just allowing them to hold on through 13 and 14, and then the DRS obviously does its stuff down the main straight. So thus far it seems like we've found a decent compromise, but let's see how it plays out. We're still only at 1/3 distance.
Yeah, there's a lot happened. There's a lot going on between now and the checker flag. Bradley, thanks ever so much.
Thank you, Bradley. So it's lap 23 of 66. And this race just continuing to give. We've barely stopped for breath in this Grand Prix so far. And we nearly saw De Vries past Magnussen, but now Gasly's joined this little fight while we were hearing from Bradley as well, the communications director at Mercedes, talking with Sky F1's Martin Brundle and David Croft. And now we're going to have a look at Gasly down the straight as well. But De Vries has got the DRS as well, so could we see a 3-wide manoeuvre into turn 1? It could happen. Oh, and it could happen indeed. So Gasly going around the outside of De Vries as De Vries tried to pass Magnussen. It hasn't worked out. Gasly goes up into 14th position, and De Vries got caught out there, I think, Amy.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of close moments between 3 cars all the way down there. De Vries tried to go for it on Magnussen, but Magnussen very firm with his defense there. So let's take a look at a replay of this. So you can see Magnussen defends to the inside. De Vries tries to go to the inside. He has to brake early because Magnussen just defends it. And then that gives Gasly a lot of room to go around the outside, which becomes the inside. So that's a great move for him to get through and just taking advantage there. As now Charles Leclerc is going to try and get past De Vries as well. As we're now going to see Gasly try and get past Magnus. Can he go for it into 10? It would have been a very late move on the brakes. He can't go for it though on this occasion, but he has a very long straight coming up though.
This is amazing. I mean, Verstappen is 11 seconds ahead of Hamilton, right? And nobody cares. Nobody cares. This is the great race that's happening behind as well, and it's crucial for the World Championship points as well, because the Constructors' Championship is closing in together. Bar, of course, Red Bull at the front. But here we go again, look. Crucial points for Alpine to get ahead of Haas down the inside line. And through goes Gasly. Well, in the Constructors' Championship as well, we've got Red Bull, Aston Martin, Mercedes, then we get Ferrari, then we get Alpine, McLaren as well. So they've changed over once again. Let's go back from Miami as well. We've had Monaco since then, so that's not even right. Put the Ferrari strategy people in the garage. What a joke, yeah. Hamilton, box. Go on. Sorry, Amy.
Yeah, Leclerc now just can't even overtake because De Vries also has DRS as well, but it's not doing much. It's Hamilton's in, so we're going to probably cut over to that any second because the Mercedes driver is in. Let's see, we join him now. On go. Yeah, medium compound of tyres are going to go on. And is it a good stop? Tiny bit slow, but there we go, back out. And now let's see, where is he going to be compared to Carlos Sainz? I think Sainz is going to be ahead with the sectors he's been setting. You can see him, yeah, Sainz is going to be ahead. Yeah. Definitely, yeah, there he is.
Sainz gets him.
Hamilton. Now, can Hamilton get on it now and set some good laps to go chase after Sainz and get the move done on the circuit? So, well, that's even better for us now. So Hamilton will have to do on the circuit. So we get maybe that battle now.
The touring cars, by the way, is about to get underway. If anybody would like to watch that on the YouTube stream alongside our F1 coverage, you can open up a new tab and get that as well with Jess and Josh on the call. But do not leave the room for this Grand Prix. Leave us on because it's going to be fantastic. Feels weird not being in the touring car box as well, but I've got faith in those two to deal with it, so I'll be fine. I'll watch the race before race 3. And then I'll be in the box back for race 3 as well. So let's see from Charles Leclerc then. Can he have the attack? Magnussen's in the pit lane, I think, for the second time today. Magnussen's on 10 laps on brand new softs, 14 laps on the mediums. Now he's onto the hard tyres. Very strange call there from K-Mag. His strategy's gone as well. Oh, is that on the top of who are we on board with right now? Is this Gasly? Yeah. This is his
lap
move.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw this earlier. Gasly just going around the outside.
Look at his helmet.
Pinching himself in.
Did you see his helmet? It was Batman, Superman, and the Flash. Is that the new? Is there a sponsorship for that new Flash that's coming out?
Oh, was there a bit of contact there actually?
Yeah, I think. I thought I spotted that earlier, and it is. There's Russell Pitts, so it's a Red Bull 1-2. Good night, everyone. Verstappen can now pit comfortably. He's 28 seconds ahead of Perez, so now would be the opportunity time to box for Verstappen. Stroll, is he going to get... He gets up behind Hamilton and behind Stroll.
Ooh, Russell Ocon is going to be tired. Ocon has his tyres up to temperature, though, so he might have a run now. So watch Ocon here.
Yeah, he's going to have a run out of turn 3, isn't he, up the hill? Ocon's going to have to push. And look at this, Leclerc's pushing as well. Around the outside to Vries into turn 1 with a nice move. Verstappen radio, oh no, box. I was right, yeah. And he's in. Race leader is in. He's 30 seconds ahead of his teammate Sergio Perez. He has a 33-second advantage to Carlos Sainz. Red Bull can just stop and have a coffee. Hards go on, and away goes Max Verstappen. 2.2, the fastest pit stop of the day. Is there anything Red Bull can't do quick? Well, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah.
Long pit lane. Perez isn't even at the last corner yet. There's Perez, there's Verstappen. Wow! Verstappen isn't just leading the World Championship. He's not just leading the Grand Prix. He's doing what Senna, Prost, Schumacher, Hamilton has done before him. He is even Vettel, he is rewriting the rule book. Fantastic stuff.
Yep. And I don't think we can leave disappointed because we've currently we're about to reach halfway distance and we've been treated to a brilliant first half of the race. I'm excited to see what the second half has.
Rain probably. Oh, and that's why it was a slow stop for the Haas as Hulkenberg is in again. So that was Magnussen. Then we're seeing having a jack fail. Hulkenberg pits, and that's going to drop him. So Haas having a bad day. Ferrari having a bad day. Everybody having a bad day, but we're having a great day up in the commentary box. This Spanish Grand Prix is delivering with the cloud cover, reducing the track temperature, reducing air temperature. It's giving us what we want. Humidity at 66%, track temperature 30, air temperature 22. Magnussen 119.412, fastest lap of the race. But Verstappen's just on the fastest third sector. Here's Russell.
Rain at turn 5.
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
Oh! Here we go, Josh.
Raining at turn 5, and in comes Perez.
Watch the two Mercedes now. They're both on the attack. Russell is super close to Stroll. Hamilton super close to Sainz as they come over the line. And towards turn 1, here comes Hamilton as well. He's going to try to get the middle. He's got through. Hamilton's in second.
Hamilton passes Sainz while we look at Perez, and it's going to be close. Hamilton has taken it, but there's rain
Russell
in the air.
passed Stroll.
And Russell gets past Stroll too as we were looking at the useless Perez overtake. Wow! The touring cars, by the way, is lights out with a good start from Sutton and a good start from Turkington and Hill coming around the outside of Josh Cook as well. So that's the touring cars with Jess and Josh commentating. And here's how Hamilton did it, Omi.
Yeah, in the slipstream, he's gonna Sainz can't really defend. The Hamilton goes to the inside, gets the place done. But anyway, Perez, I think Perez could have just stayed out there and he would have got second. It would have been a Red Bull 1-2 easily. So Perez came in, and if it is raining, a wrong time. But here we go. Now this race is going to become interesting, won't it? With the rain now starting to fall. And Hamilton chasing Verstappen for first. I doubt that. Let's see how the Mercedes actually looks, though. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks.
If it's
Maybe, though.
If it's raining at turn 5, it's raining at turn 2, and that'll be the pit lane. And look, Christian Horner's thinking it as well. He's putting his hand out because I've been to this track, and just look at the track map. Turn 5 is adjacent to the first sector, so it all sort of goes in a line. So if it's raining at turn 5, it has to be raining at turn 2. I just don't see it. I don't.
We're going to try our best to spot it.
It looks bone dry. I don't know, is Russell playing psychological games? Russell's just sort of 118.264, so and that's on the medium compound. Let's have a look. This is turn 5, where Verstappen is. And if it is turn 5, Omi, and if it gets wetter there first, my God, are we going to have to be careful because of that gravel trap.
Yeah, we saw Russell off earlier on the way to the grid, but now if it starts getting damp there, then we're going to see a lot of cars off. It's going to be kind of like this all on the circuit, they're all just sliding off down there. So it would cause a lot of chaos down there.
Oh, huge accident in the touring cars. Someone's front end's been ripped off, and the bonnet's gone up over the monitor. It is the 77 of Will. Sorry, it's the 70 of Will Powell in the touring cars. For those of you having race updates for that. And just having a look, we got punted. He got punted into the wall hard, and it might be red flag, you know, because the barrier might be damaged. And there's a lot of debris, so well, we'll update you there. But he's continued on, so they might leave it. But anyway, lap 30 of 66, Omi, and Verstappen's leading by 12 seconds to Hamilton. But if that rain is coming, it needs to come ASAP.
Yeah, come now. We've had half of the race dry. Let's have the other half wet. How about that? That would be a bit of fun. And yeah, Jess and Josh definitely don't want any. I don't think they want any red flag. They want to get back here to this exciting race currently going on.
You're absolutely right. They want to be right back. And again, thank you to Jess and to Josh for covering the touring cars. Extremely kind of them to agree. And I think we're going to hear from Hamilton on the radio because we're looking forward on his driver's eye. Never used to get to see this angle during the race. You can see Lewis's eye. Fantastic. Inside angle. I can see Lewis's eyes, Omi. He is so dedicated to the corners. It's fantastic. I'm staring into Lewis's soul there on the TV pictures.
Yeah, we all are. I'm trying to see if there's any rain hitting as well. So So basically that's an exciting part. Now Perez trying to get past Alonso, and it's just been a bit of a disappointing day for Alonso, hasn't it? So far.
I want to say thank you, Beth, for deleting those messages, because I just tried and my laptop nearly froze. So thank you, Beth, for getting on the mods there. Our super fan. Nice to have you back as well, Beth. We have missed you as the racing continues on. Alonso under pressure from Perez into turn 10 after Campster. They come into the Calex complex. No, nothing there. Calex is a bank, by the way. JD says Hamilton needs to change his tyres to wet. No, it's not raining that hard yet. That's the problem.
Well, I'd say risk it. I'd say risk it when it starts raining. Obviously, not right now, because we don't even have any spots. When it starts raining, I'd say risk it.
I'd say the same to Norris as well. Risk it for Inters. Oh, and the 42 of Gamble has stopped. As we see now, Perez on the inside of Alonso down towards turn 1. Perez takes 8th position away from Fernando. And George Gamble stopped to the touring cars. That could be a safety car. Just to let everyone know in race updates. I told you I'm keeping across everything here on JB Motorsports. As we see, Perez up into 8th, Alonso down to 9th on those soft tyres. So with Naomi, I think we all know what we're going to say. Soft tyres are useless in this race. Should have been hards.
Yeah, should have been. But I still want the rain to come down, so I think we could be getting it as Hulkenberg gets past Logan Sargent as well in the battle there for 17th position currently as it stands. However, rain would really spice this up. I'd say it would even get me excited for first position. Because there might be a little moment for Verstappen, which might invite Hamilton or Red Bull just go an extra lap, and if Hamilton signs or someone risks it, it might pay off. So we could be getting an interesting race, and the race changes up a bit. So that would be fun, wouldn't it?
It would indeed. I would love that. Just to answer Turin's question, has Ocon pitted? Yes, everybody is pitted except for Russell.
Is anyone else reporting rain? I think it's sweat from the inside of my helmet.
So it sounds like it's just you that's reporting the rain. I suspect it might be the sweat.
Keep it cool, George.
To be fair, it's not unusual, and I'll explain why. And Martin Putnam's probably doing this on Sky Sports F1 right now as well. When you are in an when you're in the car, and you are, say you've got moisture around the eyes, the G-force when you hit the brake is enough to send the tears out of your eyes and hitting the visor. So if that's happened to Russell, then he's seeing the sweat that he's got hit the visor. So it must be just braking, because turn 5's downhill. So yeah, it sounds like that could just be sweat, but that's disappointing. We wanted rain.
Maybe we're about to hit exactly half race distance. So maybe in a few laps. Hulkenberg past Albon.
That's the strangest thing I think I've ever seen in the commentary box. Is it raining? It's raining. I think it's raining. No, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. There's the 55 Carlos Sainz stand as well. And do you know what I've just noticed? Do you know what I said about that Russian flag that was there in practice?
Yeah.
MSV now are advertising that sponsorship area, so F1 have put a virtual blockade there in case anyone else puts a flag up. That's very clever.
Clever indeed, because, you know, people can just randomly put other flags. This is how Hulkenberg made the move. It's going to be an easy pass to the inside. Albon doesn't defend it. Is it going to get close? No, Hulkenberg just gets to place. So late on the brakes, getting the move done.
I feel like I should clarify in case the Russian flag that was said pro-Russians only on Friday, and that's why it got blocked as well. And it got taken down immediately. It was there for like a minute or two, and they got taken down. And now they've put up like a MSV Cruises virtual banner across that fence, just in case anyone puts anything else up. So that's very clever from there. I suppose. Also, best wishes to everyone in Ukraine during this horrible war. I think it's right to say in that context as well.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll also say Happy Pride Month as well. It's first race we've had in Pride Month, and I saw this morning in Formula E that Max Gunther's got the rainbow stickers on. I know a few other cars in Formula 1 have got some rainbows on as well, so Happy Pride Month, everyone. As we take a look now at Perez, he's attacking the sister team, that's Alvin de Vries, and that was easy.
Yep, easy pass for him there, just late on the brakes, and we're seeing a lot of moves down there, and I'm loving the chicane removal. It's giving us a brilliant race, isn't it?
It really is. It's been absolutely fantastic as well. JD says we need a red flag and restart, and we need the bonk corner, please. Do we have any Ukrainian drivers? We should for the sake of the game. I think there's a few Ukrainian drivers, not in Formula 1 though. I think there are a few of them around. as well as Perez dives to the inside of Esteban Ocon with that rainbow stripe on the front of his car as well. And Perez goes through for 6th position. Ocon down to 7th. Well, this is great. Russell catching up to Sainz. Thank you to Chew who said that. Yeah, 1.1 seconds behind, so Russell closing in to Carlos.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting battle to now keep an eye on. The other Mercedes going to try and move up and make it a double podium for Mercedes. How good would that be for Mercedes, wouldn't it?
Oh, brilliant.
A double podium.
At Spain.
Yeah.
Proving their upgrades work as well. We're on board with Russell now. It's lap 34 of 66. We are past half distance in the Spanish Grand Prix. Here's your rundown. It's Max Verstappen leading with Lewis Hamilton 13 seconds behind in second. Carlos Sainz is third, being caught by George Russell. Stroll 5th, Perez 6th, Ocon is 7th, Tsunoda 8th, Alonso 9th, Joe rounds out the top 10 and the last points paying position. Then it's Piastri, Gasly, Leclerc, De Vries, Hulkenberg 15th, Bottas, Albon, Sargent, Magnussen and Lando Norris after starting third, involved with contact with Lewis Hamilton on the opening lap, changed his wing, is down to 20th. Meantime, George Russell is closing in on Carlos Sainz, goes to the extreme inside towards turn 1 and Russell forces him through. Brilliant move, and Russell's up to the third of the podium.
Yeah, that was a great move by Russell there. Sainz tried to cover it off, but Russell just found that little gap, sent it in there very late, and that was a brilliant pass. As in comes Stroll, in comes Tsunoda.
So new tyres go. Oh, it's a slow stop for Stroll at the rear, and it's hard compound, but it was a slow right rear only, and he just like got caught on the cake tin.
Yeah, was that also a slow one for Tsunoda, a tiny bit? No, that was 2.5, so that was perfect for him. Just a tiny bit slow there by Stroll. So yeah, all of the mechanics really on it, under pressure to get these good pit stops out, as really all of these drivers could end up anywhere except Max Verstappen currently, who's absolutely dominating.
So Stroll has put on used hard compound tyres. Tsunoda has put on brand new medium compound tyres. That's what we're getting told on our timing screens up here in the comments box as well. So we are on lap 36 of 66, and there is Gasly chasing down Piastri for P9. Piastri in the points, brilliantly done, as Hulkenberg's had a lifetime deletion for track limits, as turn 9 and turn 13 has happened for Alonso.
Yeah. Very disappointing though. You have to feel for Norris, starting near the top end third and finds himself now in 20th. But this is how George Russell done it. The tucks right in the system with DRS open, so you continue gaining. And then Sainz was placing the car to the inside. He didn't fully go right to the apex because you don't want to go fully in, because that could leave the door fully open to the outside if Russell carries more momentum.
Solid
but that was
work.
a brilliant move by Russell. Radio.
Just solid.
Just solid.
It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
That was Toto of the radio just saying just good. How British? Oh, and there's Ocon pitting.
Yep, 4.2, so that might have been a bit slow for the Alpine driver Ocon there, as he's gonna rejoin the road just ahead of Hulkenberg. Might get tight though, because Hulkenberg has his tyres warmed up, so maybe a battle to turn 3, but that'll be interesting. It looks like he has it for now, but yeah, might have been a bit slow there for Ocon, and pit window open for the current tyres if you're on the hards.
Find the best way to beat Checo. Understood.
Ferrari knew that they would be racing.
Find the best way to beat Chekhov. What? Must be George. Has to be George.
Was it Checo or what? I didn't hear it.
It must be Checo, yeah. Because he said check off, I thought. And I thought, why is he telling you to not do it on the Enterprise? So, yeah. Here we're spamming this chat. Get out of here, yeah. Get out. No bots, please. Only this chat is reserved for motorsport fans who love motorsport. And especially when I watch this incredible Spanish Grand Prix. Getting ahead of myself there. So, who's going to be next into the pit lane? It's a 3-stop race by the look of it. And here we go, Joe. Joe Guan Yu for his second stop of the day. He's been on 27-lap-old hard compound tyres. And he's going to come in now to change over. What tyres is he going to put on? Looks to me it's a brand new set of hard compound tyres. So he's gone the route only of having, what was it? Soft, hard.
Yeah, it's a lot of different strategies. Teams are going for different options. But I'm still praying that maybe a bit of rain comes. I mean, that would create this race, which is already exciting, to get even more exciting as the 2 Alfa Romeos. Bottas now right behind his teammate as well. But yeah, a bit of rain would be good right now. And it would make this race very interesting. The Sargent's also in the pit lane as well.
Oh, Paul says, is there a chance of Russell catching Hamilton? There is. Only 9 seconds between them, and there's a long way to go in this race. Could easily happen. One safety car changes everything, remember? And also, JD says Hulkenberg equals Hulk Hogan. Yep, really is at the moment, isn't it? Turin saying De Vries in points is P10. That'll be his first points of the season, of course. Where is Sargent in this? Oh, 20th, never mind. So yeah, this would be his first points of the season. Is Sargent a lap down? Yes, Sargent's been lapped. Yeah, okay. I just had checked that, but yes, Sargent has actually been lapped. I've just looked on my notes. Race update, by the way, for those of you listening in. Bottas.
Magnussen behind. Yep, slow them down. Thank you.
So slow them down.
So Bottas has been told to slow down some of the competition for Zhou. Just quickly, I would love to tell you, but my phone's gone a bit, it's gone like that, yeah. So I can't tell you the update, but all I can tell you actually is we see that's Magnussen trying on the inside there. Bottas not working. He's been told though, Bottas to hold up Magnussen and Norris. In the touring car, Sutton is leading by Ingram and Cook, the top three. So the same top three from race one is closing together. That's in the British touring car race. That's live now on JB Motorsports with Jess and Josh in the commentary box.
Is Sutton becoming a bit like Verstappen
with
his wins?
Oh, he's just touched.
Lock up there.
Magnussen, but Sutton has just touched the grass. I noticed there coming through turn one on the other monitor. So he's losing. The gap that was a second is now actually coming less than a second. It was 1.5.
Oh, so is it close?
Yeah,
is it close to the lead?
It's closing, but there's only 4 laps to go. So yeah, it might not want that much. But here, we've lap 39 of 66, and we're coming up, we're 55 minutes into this Grand Prix. So much is happening, so much interest happening at the moment that we just need to sort of have a bit of spice. We want the rain. We're trying to summon the rain, as we see on the inside. Esteban Ocon getting ahead for 11th position on Tsunoda's De Vries. Comes into the pit lane, releasing Hulkenberg in front of him, so Ocon to 11th position as well. This race has been, I must say, excellent. And Verstappen, oh, hang on 2 seconds. Magnussen round the outside of Bottas into turn one. Great move. But, Omi, we have got Verstappen, lap time deleted for track limits at turn 5.
Yep, Verstappen's lap time there being deleted. But yeah, I don't think any of us can leave the race really disappointed. We've been treated, even though we've not had much of a battle right near the front for the lead, we've been treated to a brilliant race here, like an amazing race this. So yeah, I think we can leave. We left Monaco a bit happy. We're leaving here a bit happy. So yeah, but one thing we are missing though in Formula 1 is the battle for the lead.
Yeah.
So when are we gonna get that? That's gonna be the question. Then we're completing it all.
Into the pit lane comes Piastri and Gasly. That's going to release Leclerc to 7th. Motorsport gods, just for the sake of livening this race up, put a safety car out, please. That's all we want. Just make someone stop on the track in a really awkward angle like Tsunoda did in 2021 and gives us a safety car. Because that is... The rain would spice it up, but I don't think we're going to get that. I think it's just going to be an overcast Grand Prix. Rain would make it brilliant.
So who do we think is gonna? Who should we sacrifice to give us a great race?
I'll do what Megan Birch usually does and use my finger of doom to pick a number. I'm going over the timing screen now, and I have randomly picked Esteban Ocon. Sorry, Esteban.
Oh.
Bottas got a slow start with a rear left and a front left. Away he goes. 4 seconds. Wow. That's really bad. 4 second stop. And he's going to come out alongside George Russell. And is that for position? Or has Bottas been lapped? No. Bottas is now 20th, yeah. Bottas is dead last. I said in the way to the grid that if he was to have a better season, he needed points today would be his target. It's not there. And I tell you what though, Omi, I'm just looking down at turn 4 and ahead of him, which is where turn 4 and joins on to turn 9 and turn 10 and turn 12, 13 and 14. There's rain coming in. Down here.
Ooh.
Big black cloud ahead.
I mean, I don't mind the last few laps of a bit of drizzle. I would absolutely love that. De Vries on the back of Norris. But yeah, it's so disappointing because Joe's doing really well.
Yeah.
The Bottas is not doing really well. I think we can say that. So Joe's doing a really great job. But Bottas just I think Bottas might be retiring soon because I don't think he's got it in him anymore. He's struggling against Joe. So I would not be surprised if we see Bottas retiring soon. As there's the move. De Vries past Norris.
Oh well. Gets back through. Norris is also having a very bad day caused by that crash with Hamilton at the start of the race. Let's hear from Sainz. Box. Well, that's going to give him that's going to lose him a lot of time. Sainz on the mediums is good to the end. What are they thinking? Why Ferrari just throwing away that? He's good to the end on those mediums. And they're putting him on brand new hards? What? There's 22 laps to go. 24 laps to go. Medium. That's interesting. The undercut attempt, but I'm not entirely convinced about that. In fact,
I don't even know what to say.
And Leclerc's in too. What? Ferrari double stack. Brand new hards go on for Leclerc too. But that's dropped him to 11th outside the points. When other drivers like, I don't know, Hülkenberg, Ocon and Stroll are good to the end. What? And he's dropped down again. He's dropped down to 14th. And he's been
Ferrari
lapped.
are making him make overtakes.
He's
but
lapped.
then he's bringing him in. Yeah, he's now lapped. As that's De Vries, Magnussen battling.
Leclerc has been lapped. What is for... I thought it would be different under Frederick Vasseur. I really did. But until that strategy team is out to Ferrari, nothing will ever change. It's all right, the chief strategist going off to be team principal at AlphaTauri. So goodbye, AlphaTauri.
I thought Leclerc's season couldn't get worse from Miami onwards. Like, he's having a worse race than what he did at Miami, battling against the Haas. Well, there we go. He's now battling against De Vries and Magnussen.
Thoughts on this time? Oh, not amazing. Let's see a few more laps. I struggle a lot with under braking. The front is overheating.
Wait, if Red Bull box, then could we be getting a battle with the Mercedes? Maybe.
Possibly.
Hamilton?
Yeah, it would have to put Hamilton to the end of the race, and then Verstappen on fresher tyres, i.e. Hungary, as Zhou goes around the outside of Hülkenberg. So the fight might not be over just yet. The fight might still be on. That's good to call. I'm happy to call that, because we were very, very, very worried that the fight might be over. Look at that cloud, Omi, at the top corner. That's what I'm telling you about.
Yeah, we just don't know. Will it come in or will it not? Or will it rain after the checkered flag? We just don't have a clue, do we?
No. Just a big cloud full of rain hovering over the circuits. As we come through, yep.
I mean, just come now. Like, just get on the circuit, okay, start raining. Give us a good ending to this race. A race that's already been good. I think it could. I think if it had a bit of rain, then that would make it one of the best races of the season. With how this season's been so far.
Yeah, I agree with him. I thought Monaco was okay. Everyone said, "Oh well, Monaco wasn't actually that exciting." What race were you watching? Monaco was amazing. Touring car's done, and that was Sutton taking the win. So well done, Ash, 5th win of the year. Verstappen, of course. Well, Bahrain was okay, Saudi was dull, Australia was brilliant, Azerbaijan was dull, Miami was dull, Monaco was fantastic. So 2 good races so far this year. Now here in Spain, which has been brilliant. So 3 good races this year.
Yep, and also with the people who expected Monaco to be like an absolute banger, like by Monaco standards, like okay, 2021, what a season that was with so much action. But even Monaco that year was boring.
Yeah.
So we've actually had one of the best Monaco Grand Prix in a long time. So by Monaco standards, I don't think people can say boring race with how the circuit is. We know it's hard to overtake, but to say it's Monaco, it was actually a very great race.
Exactly, bang on. I share your thoughts on that. As they say, the rain in Spain falls mainly after the podium. I love that, Beth. That's a good one. Let's hear from Bradley Lord, Communications Director. He's with Sky.
Position on him at the moment, and both guys seem to have more pace than on that medium tyre. Lewis, obviously, Max is a long way up the road, but they're both just pushing on, but reporting their tyres are still in good condition.
George was
Alonso
clearly
in.
disappointed in the lack of enthusiasm for his overtake down into turn 1 there.
Alonso
Have you put a
boxes.
pit board out that says you are absolutely awesome, we love you, or anything like that?
I think he knows Marcus is a pretty understated guy, so yeah, I think it was just a little bit of banter between the pair of them, but good signals.
As into the pits comes Fernando Alonso for what is...
Bradley Lord there
Look,
on the pit
wait.
wall. Go on, Amy.
Leclerc's on 27 lap old pods.
What? He is? What?
According to that graphic, okay?
3 lap. It's 3 lap old hards for a lot for him. Yeah, I've just double checked that. But look at that. Everyone, Leclerc below has been lapped. That's just shocking. Oh, Russell, box. Russell's coming in. Surely this is for softs. 20 laps to go. It is. Soft tyres for George Russell in this race. Verstappen, lap time deleted for track limits at turn 5 on lap 45. One more and it's a one more and it's a penalty. So he's got to be careful. Good stuff from Russell there, Amy.
Yep, good stop from 2.6. Magnussen with the fastest lap of this race. Russell is gonna rejoin easily in 4th place.
Look at the cloud! Look at the cloud!
Oh, I can. Yeah, we can see that.
It's raining. Come on. I said it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Lap 46 of 66. Verstappen leads. Hamilton second. Perez is third. Verstappen radio.
Okay, Max, that's your second warning for track limits. First one was turn 9, this one was turn 5.
What?
Track limits, 2 warnings.
They were both turn 5, actually.
Yeah, they're turn 5. Martin's right. Right, do a rain dance, everyone. Jump around. Get a rain dance. Everyone needs it. We need the rain. We need the rain. We need the rain. I'll start singing Grease Lightning if it brings us something. That's what we need. Let's have a look at the Haas. This is Hulkenberg in the pit lane. Don't tell me the jack's failed again. It has. Why even attempt it with that jack? That's the second time it's failed.
Yeah. Well, I would love if it just starts, you know, drizzling a tiny bit. I think we'd all like it. Russell, let's see what we can do this off. So what do we think, just to Josh, what do you think is going to happen with Hamilton and Verstappen? Do you think both of them are pitting, or what's going to happen here with those two?
I think Verstappen will box. I think Lewis is going to take it as long as possible because he's going to have the lead of the race, and I think he might be stubborn enough to try and stay out in these mediums, but that's an awful long way to go. 44 laps on the set of mediums at Barcelona. I don't see it. I think he'll box for softs.
Yeah. And also the cameraman getting us all a bit excited by showing the shots that have the clouds in the background. So I hope there is a bit of rain because we're all getting a bit excited for it, aren't we?
We all are. We all want it. We all need it. Neymar Jr. watching the UEFA Champions League winner in 2015. Watching on in the Mercedes garage. Martin Brundle spoke to him on the grid. As they come through. Rain clouds still coming in the background over the cruises. Well, we might need a cruise ship. I've texted Noah. He's building us a lovely ship just in case this rain does hit. But it's lap 48.66. It's taking its time. 19 laps to go. Remember what Ian Birch always says. 15 laps to go. Anything can happen. It usually does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. It's getting darker at turn 10. Look at that. It's visibly darker.
It is. Yeah, Russell parts of the lap, he's getting super close. He's really gaining, not getting super close yet, but he will be. He is getting closer with the gap to Perez. I think that'll be an interesting thing to keep an eye on. We have also Joe and Alonso, so a lot happening. But I'm really excited. I still feel that Verstappen might not win this race. I still think that this race is still interesting with who's going to get first position. Anyway, we have the battle for 9th. Alonso is going to pull out of the 16. It'll be easy pass for him, and he's going to get through into 1.
Thought Joe might come back at him now on the inside, but he hasn't. No, he's backed out of that one.
Gasly on Piastri as well. He's got through. We didn't see it, but he's got the move done to 11th.
What's the time? It's 07, yeah. I don't know why I look, because on the same monitor there's the clock, which has got my local time, the race local time, and the UTC time as well. Because Verstappen at 2:03, which is, that's the UTC, it's 4:07 right now in Barcelona. 4:08 now, actually, it's just gone over 2 on our timing screens. So it is causing a little bit more time to worry about it. Russell, fastest sector 1, and here's Sonoda.
Yuki, do you need stability or rotation?
Just take the drive. I cannot go faster than this. No limitation.
Sonoda got smoke coming out of his car. Because I swear when he came into braking, that there was something flying off it. There's the helicopter coming into land, by the way. Look, that rain's coming in. And I think Sonoda might have an issue here. I'm double checking. I want to. There we go. On board with Alonso. He's right behind him. Is he going to have a run? Can he have a run? He's going to go for it, go for it, go for it. Goes to the inside line down towards turn number 1. Alonso breezes through Sonoda. Now, yeah, there's some blue, slight light, very light blue smoke coming out the back of Sonoda.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that then. And if he wants to stop anywhere, then that could be a bit interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Could cause a safety car. So, what do we think we're going to get? Rain or safety car or none?
None. It's a Formula 1. When do we ever get the holy trinity of a good race, a safety car, and rain? Max Verstappen, however, looks like he's going to take victory number 40 of his Formula 1 career. He'll be... Oh, here's Russell.
Will we catch him at this rate? Because I can turn it up, but you need to tell me when.
Yeah, we will catch him very quickly at this rate.
And it was about...
Well, it's 10 seconds at the moment. I think that's why, because look, well, who's this for? Perez is at 22 hards, Verstappen's 23 lap-old hards, Hamilton 25 minutes. So which Red Bull's going to come into the pit lane? This strategy window has been thrown up in the air and changed so many times in this Grand Prix. We need to find out who's going to be where. As Charles Leclerc through turn 13 and 14 coming through. He's currently in a P13 as Alonso tries to have a look at the inside of Ocon into turn 1. Not going to make the move there. Well, this is getting interestingly tense.
It is.
Hamilton box. Undercut Red Bull. Oh, oh, hello. That's a very dangerously good plan, Omi. I'm liking that. Hamilton in. He's going to drop to, what, 35 seconds maybe? Soft tyres. Oh, it's a slow stop. 2.4, 3.4, wow. Brand new soft for Perez, box. Surely they should do a double stack now, him and Russell. No, Russell's gone past. Russell does not go through. Perez pits for soft tyres with 16 to go. The Spanish Grand Prix, 2.2 seconds as well, wow. Lap 51, the Spanish Grand Prix is being led by Max Verstappen, who has a 39-second advantage to Lewis Hamilton, who's just come into the pit lane for a brand new set of soft tyres. Here is Verstappen's radio to box.
It's just like these hard tyres have no grip. Just sliding everywhere.
Understood.
Yeah. So Verstappen doesn't like those tyres, though, mate. The rain's incoming, but it's not going fast enough as Alonso. Well, that's a move he's done before. On the inside, the Spanish fans cheer, and Alonso is up to 7th ahead of Esteban Ocon. Fantastic manoeuvre.
Yeah, got very, very dark to the pit wall down
Brilliant.
there. Here comes Leclerc and Piastri as well. Piastri defends. Leclerc's going to go all the way around the outside. He's going to be super hard on the brakes. He's going to turn the car and get the inside line. He's going to get the place. Piastri just has to back out of that one. However, yeah. So, still very interesting, though, as well as Norris is in.
Norris pits as well. Now, his day going from bad to worse. We'll double check with everybody, sees what he's going to do in a second. But here's Alonso's manoeuvre again. And he's super close to the pit wall and aggressive at defending from Piastri. Oh, sorry,
yeah, Ocon really defending. Oh, got very tight. Alonso got to the inside, and I think Alonso can finally enjoy this race a bit. He's not really been a good race, but he's finally making some moves, which for a driver is really good. So I think he's finally can enjoy his Spanish Grand Prix a tiny bit. Aston Martin happy about that one as well, and the Spanish fans all cheering him on as well, all liking that move to the inside. As there is Carlos Sainz, and Perez is closing in on him.
Perez has just set the fastest 2 sector times as well. Perez in sector 1 was quick. Sector 2, 31.1, 22.8 for the second sector. So, and into the pit lane comes Max Verstappen. The race leader is into the pits. He's got 40 seconds to Lewis Hamilton now. What are we going to see in the Spanish Grand Prix? Right, good stop. Soft tyres going on, and they're a huge set. It's a slow one. I think it's 3.1. It's 2.6. Okay, my eyes are getting tired. Where's Hamilton? He's just entering turn 10. Never mind, eh? Crucially, though, this allows the clear to be unlapped. So
it does.
Yeah, he gets his race back on track now. Firing in.
Yeah.
Well, this is a lot of fun. Max Verstappen leads the race. Rain clouds seem to be dispersing a little bit, don't they now? So they teased us a little bit.
Yeah.
Although then again, look at on board with Sonoda. It looks like the rain is coming in still. So we can't tell. We cannot tell.
We just have to hope. As here we go, but I think Perez is gaining. Here he goes.
Yeah. Perez going for 4th place ahead of Sainz. He's done it. Perez on the inside turn 1. Sainz can't fight back, Omi.
There's absolutely nothing he can do. Perez getting the move done easily there and already ahead. So, yep, that's Perez now moving up past. And obviously now we have a bit of a battle for fastest lap point, don't we? Between the top 4.
Verstappen on new softs, Hamilton on 2 lap old softs, Russell 7 lap old softs, Perez brand new soft tyres, 2 laps old. And here's Perez now with his move he just made on Sainz in towards turn number 1 for 4th place. He's setting up after Russell.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, are the graphics on the world feed just now lying? Because as soon as Verstappen came out, it said 2 laps old.
Yeah, I've got, maybe they are 2 laps because on my screen they're saying 1, but I think they are 2. So I think you're right in terms of how old they are, because they're not a new set, they're scrubbed.
Yeah.
Rain cloud at Kamsa at turn 9. That's just hovering, teasing us. As again, smoke from Sonoda in the braking zone. It could be the plank hitting the floor, creating the blue spark, but there is definitely something not right with Yuki Tsunoda's car.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, Beth just said, Toto, have you ever seen rain? Horner, rain, go away. For sure, it's raining Red Bulls.
It would be a bit fun, wouldn't it? A bit of rain right now. Here we go. Yes, and Josh.
Hello, guys. How was the touring cars?
Chaos. Kind of chaos. I want to throw my whole setup out the window.
Why? What happened?
TV pictures were literally like a PS1 worse, like PS -1.
Ah.
So it was hard to comment. I was literally thrown in the deep end.
Oh my God. Did it? Do you think it went okay? Apart from that?
Other than TV pictures, yes. How on earth is Verstappen out so long?
He has stopped for softs.
What happened?
He stopped for tyres. Anyway.
Hang on, I need to get my camera on.
Yeah,
Hold on, I need to close OBS.
Yeah, he did stop for tyres, so he has turned over. For those of you just joining us, because there are a lot of notices on the YouTube chat, it's lap 55 of 66. There are a total of 12 laps to go. We're inside the crucial 15 laps, as Ian Birch would say, with anything can happen. And this race is turning up to 11. Yes, Max Verstappen is leading by nearly 20 seconds, but everybody else is on new alternative tyres, and they are being thrown up in the air as to what we can expect in this race. It looks absolutely fantastic, and Omi, we've been seeing some great stuff today, especially from the underdogs having a great race. And now look, Tsunoda's under pressure again from Bottas. No, Joe, sorry.
Yeah, Verstappen leading does not tell you any bit of how this race has been. It's been an absolute brilliant one. Action throughout the field. I've absolutely enjoyed this, even though Verstappen has been dominating. We kind of thought for a second maybe a bit of Hamilton Verstappen again, but no. It just looks to me it's going to be Max Verstappen who wins, but Mercedes double podium. That's going to be great for them, won't it?
Yeah, that rain, by the way, Jess. Welcome to the comment box as well, as you've swapped around with Josh now in the pit lane. Welcome to the comment box, Jess. I must thank you so much for going that. And that touring car race sounded horrific. It will not be like that next time you cover it, I promise.
Yeah, I think I won't tell you who's.
I saw. I've been watching. I've been watching.
You already know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you? Yeah, that's all right. That's good.
Yeah.
If you already know it, it's. But to be honest, it wasn't really a surprise. To be honest, on who won. They're quite a good fight at the end, but most of it at the front was a procession, apart from obviously the midfield. So, but yeah. And you want to find out who's starting on?
Oh, please.
Pole.
Yes, please.
Morgan. So Sutton will be starting 12th.
It was a maximum reverse.
And it's going to be maximum attack here with brake ducts blowing as well for Yuki Tsunoda.
Ooh, oh.
Oh, stay left of the bollard, stay left of the bollard.
He's done it.
Did. It's over.
Zhou getting forced off, Tsunoda stays P9, but I'll tell you what, Jess, that was a bit too tight, and that happened in Formula 3 this morning, which is why I'm going to refer to you on that with 10 to go.
Yes, I think a lot of people got penalties. I've got a question. How are the two Mercedes second and third?
They have had the race from, well, they've had a great race, to be fair. They pitted at the right times. They've stayed out and extended their stints. Here's Zhou on the accident.
Put me off, man.
I love tap.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's not too fair. The Lacco has said Ferrari strategy is letting Sainz down big time when he asked them to find the best way to beat Checo. Yeah, put him behind on soft tyres. Oh,
Yeah.
and there again for Tsunoda with brake ducts. So maybe it was the brakes that have been failing on Tsunoda's car. We've had that before because that's the smoke I've been seeing. So I think Tsunoda's got severe brake failure, which isn't too unusual at this track. We've seen it before.
I think Tsunoda just had brake failure
I really hope that's...
before around here, if I remember. What?
Yes, 20... Where is it? 20...
Goodness. Thank goodness it's not just us.
Oh, I thought I was having problems there.
With yeah, there's multiple problems with Discord.
Oh, is there?
I've been finding it hard to message earlier.
That's
Yeah.
why. So that's why it's been laggy all day. Well, luckily ours is okay so far.
Yes. Elevated
Yeah, when me and George were
API
messaging-
error rates and latency.
Right. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. We'll just cross our fingers that we can get the rest of this race done, and then think about what we do for touring cars. I think staying in the box is what we've done all day, isn't it? So that's we might have beaten it by just staying in the box. Someone's always been in here.
That is true.
Yeah, so
That is true.
I'll just stay here until after IndyCar. But still,
Omi, your camera is weird.
yeah. So then, Josh, have you been keeping up with everything in the touring cars? And then have you looked at anything Formula 1? Or have you just been on maximum touring car? Can't even hear him. Okay, well...
He's on mute.
All right, well, we'll leave that then as we come through. You two join us and we get tech problems. Okay, so, Jess, I'll come with you on this one as well. We've got Piastri in 13th. Leclerc got lapped. Now he's unlapped himself as well. But Ferrari strategy department today, they pitted him, are you ready for this? From hard tyres. Guess when, how long would you expect the hard tyres to go for?
Pretty much most of the race.
Guess what lap time they pitted him? Lap 16.
20.
No, lap 16. They pitted him on lap 16 and put him on soft tyres for 25 laps. Then pitted him. Yeah, and put him on old tyres as well. Yeah.
Why? But Ferrari are being beat back.
I know, they're getting ridiculous. A lot of cloud cover until turn 4 again, but that's been their whole race as it comes through. Apparently, Paul says, Jess and Josh have nearly matching tops, though. Oh, that's true. I've got a checkered shirt and you've got a checkered dress. That works.
Yeah, it's very, very hot, so I might change outfits after this, because luckily I don't think I'll be on camera for the rest of tonight,
Nope,
so I'll be changing after this.
Well, you doing the touring cars has meant that that's the last direct clash, which means the rest of the day is easy peasy.
Woo! No more clashes anymore! Hey!
We are very nearly at the end of what has been a very long day, but this has been a great race, though. You've got to watch it back.
Okay, Max, that was a
Yeah, I will. Oh no! Black and white flag for Verstappen!
It's his third...
Turn 10. You've now been given the black and white flag. You are 18 seconds ahead of Hamilton. No risks required, Max.
So, Omi, it's happened again. We saw strike 1 come up, strike 2, strike 3 gets the black and white flag, but he keeps on doing it. He's not being told. Turn 1's involving Tsunoda and Zhou noted for forcing the driver off the track.
Yeah, he needs to calm down if he doesn't want to end up like Brad Benavides, so... yeah. Verstappen, no need to push... apologies, brother, for the camera, right? Oh, I say that.
Again.
Best timing in history. Alonso.
Want to build a gap with the cars behind in case of rain or anything.
Yeah, copy. Understood, mate. Copy.
Copy for that. Zero risk.
Yeah, understood, mate. Understood.
That's working as a team.
Oh, Alonso was saying less. That's again. Alonso saying, I want to work with Lance to build a gap to Gasly. Zero risk. Well, Aston have done a good job. Go on.
That is good. I wish Alonso was up there fighting with the two Mercedes and Verstappen, but
The team have got to start getting the strategy right.
Yeah, that's how Mercedes have done well. It's due to strategy. Mercedes always do good with strategy. That's I think Red Bull's obviously good with strategy anyway and pace. Mercedes just needs to improve their pace and then they'll be near Red Bull. So
a little bit of cloud cover. Vote for your driver of the day. F1.com/vote. No. Oh well, actually.
No rain.
Actually, George Russell came over the radio, reported rain at turn 5. And hang on, I'll let.
What's my fastest lap?
Yours is a 17.3. Like I say, you've been given a black and white flag, so we cannot afford anything.
Oh, it's going to be Saudi Arabia over again.
If Verstappen gets a penalty. Oh, and Magnussen on the inside then coming on as well with Lando Norris. Norris tried to make the overtake, hasn't worked off. Magnussen goes back through. So Lando's day gets from bad to worse. I feel sorry for my friend who's watching this after such a good... Actually, this just proves that my friend should not be watching the Grand Prix live because yesterday...
When she doesn't, Norris does well. When she does, Norris is rubbish.
So, question, me as well, now your camera's back, and Jess as well. Verstappen, if he gets a drive-through penalty, that will put Hamilton in the lead. Can you imagine F1 Twitter going mad if the FIA give Verstappen a penalty that gifts Lewis Hamilton a win? I think
it's only going to be 5 or 10 seconds. It's not going to be a drive-through penalty.
Yeah, but if
it's
it's
5-10 seconds.
Yes, but it's a 5-second time penalty, and if it's not served, gets translated to a drive-through penalty. So it could be 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, it happened in F2, didn't it?
Yeah. So Verstappen has, he's done it anyway, 1:16.330, fastest lap, just to flex his muscles a bit. He obliterates the lap record here at the track. But do you think if he does get that penalty, it'll be causing...
All out.
Perez has been given go, go, go.
Russell.
Yep, it's go, go, go for the podium. Yuki Tsunoda has been given a penalty of 5 seconds for forcing another driver off the track.
Forcing another driver off the track. What?
That was with Joe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was Joe. That's slam dunk.
Sainz has had an okay race, but again, Jazz, I told you about Leclerc's strategy. Sainz was on soft tyres, 15 laps, boxed for 26 laps on the mediums, then boxed for 20 lap hards. Yeah.
He could have gone hards to the end. He could have done a one-stop. Ferrari, what you think?
Everyone's been doing one-stops.
I'm literally gonna get Josh T's marker of doom and send it to Ferrari's base and hit them. Hamilton fastest first set, so Hamilton's going the fastest lap as well.
Just a bit of one-upmanship between these two. That never ends, does it? This is looking great to the end of it.
Stafford radio.
Now can you bring it home within the white lines? Thank you.
Yeah.
And actually,
that's the
well,
cheeky
if Hamilton
side.
takes the fastest lap, then I don't think so.
You've got to be careful though.
It's turn 5, I think, where he's been giving these track limits. So it's just the exit curve there.
I think I'm worried that honestly, if Verstappen gets a drive-through, we could have a Mercedes 1-2. When was the last time we saw a Mercedes 1-2?
Brazil,
last year.
Oh yeah, Brazil last year. I forgot about that.
I too was just looking.
Russell. Yeah. It was Russell that won, then Hamilton second. It will be the other way around.
Well, Lewis Hamilton hasn't won since Saudi Arabia 2021. It's currently his longest ever running of no wins.
Yeah.
1.25 season. Anyway,
I'm just gutted that the two Ferraris not doing well, but Ocon's having another good race as well in 8th place.
Ocon, yeah, and he's been fighting Gasly too, just on the flex there as well. Just got passed by Joe, but Gasly was looking strong there. But here comes Charles Leclerc, 3 laps to go. Leclerc is just desperate not to be lapped by Verstappen. It's Piastri who is going to be lapped next as well. In 13th, but I honestly think that Leclerc was lucky not to, he got lapped once, but Ferrari's strategy today has been absolutely awful. If Red Bull...
Do you think Leclerc's going to look elsewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to. He's had... even Mercedes have done better than Ferrari this season.
I'll follow Leclerc. I'll follow Leclerc wherever he goes. Then I can finally get rid of...
If Leclerc doesn't do well in Canada, I'm just going to you know.
Well, I've got a feeling that if when Leclerc leaves Ferrari, there'll be a mass bonfire of Ferrari stuff.
I think it'll be Leclerc at Ferrari, Leclerc at Red Bull, Perez nowhere, Hamilton Ferrari, boom, Norris at Mercedes.
Just quickly,
that's my prediction.
I love what Beth has said here. Somehow, Pedro Della Rosa in a HRT is closing in on Sargent and may take 20th spot.
Oh my goodness.
Sargent is way down, but here comes Charles Leclerc trying to attack Gasly.
I mean, also Bottas has been pretty slow because Bottas just overtook Sargent about a few laps ago. So
we talked about it yesterday.
Exactly,
We talked about it yesterday. Joe is the number one at Alpha right now.
Yeah, Bottas.
Bottas even had to help.
I said it in the start of the stream, didn't I? He's got to be targeting points today. And where's Bottas ended up? 19th. Boxed after 5 laps.
He ended up helping his teammate.
Yeah. And look at this battle. Gasly over 11th and Leclerc 12th. Ferrari not scoring with Charles Leclerc again in 2023. The race from hell. But I'll tell you what, this has actually been a fantastic Grand Prix. I honestly,
I'm going to watch it back.
I suggest you do, yeah. Watch it back. It has been fantastic. Me and Omi here have not been able to stop for action. And Josh,
no safety car?
No safety car, no yellow flag. It's been just like Monaco and Miami.
Apart from rain.
Did everyone... Hang on a minute. Everyone finished in Miami, didn't they? For only like the 11th time in history.
Yes.
Well,
I don't know.
Everyone finished Monaco. Everyone finished Miami. Stroll DNF'd in Monaco, but everyone's finishing here.
Yeah. So we are about, with the final lap coming up, final lap now, we are 4.6 kilometres away from the 12th time in F1 history everybody finishes the race. And it's been bonkers.
And someone's going to retire.
I'm trying to remember, there was one other good Spanish Grand Prix race. I think it was when Hamilton was pitting under normal... there was one person that was pitting under normal race. Pardon?
2017.
Yeah, that was it. That was when Hamilton won and there was loads of battles going everywhere. Yeah. I really enjoyed that race.
Well, thank God they got rid of the chicane. It's given us a brilliant race, hasn't it? Without the chicane.
It really
F3's been good. F3's been good. F2's been good.
Yeah.
And sound of it, F1's been good. So F3 Support Series has been good today, which is good.
So.
Hello. The last lap.
What is now the worst F1 track?
Miami.
What's been...
Miami.
Miami.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, for Max Verstappen, victory in Bahrain, victory in Australia, victory in Miami, victory in Monaco. It's going to be victory number 5 out of 7 races. It's 40 not out. Max Verstappen reaches number 40 at the track he got number 1. He's number 1 in the championship. 5 out of the opening 7 races. The championship is beckoning. Max Verstappen once again wins the Spanish Grand Prix for the second time.
That was like Lewis Hamilton coming up to the line, and Lewis Hamilton is going to take P2. Excellent scene for Mercedes. Mercedes played it absolutely perfectly today. They've forgotten all their troubles from yesterday, and they're finishing P2 and P3. Hamilton and Russell will be delighted with that.
Hamilton gets his 194th podium. George Russell, his first podium of the year in 10th. Perez is 4th. He couldn't catch Russell in the end. Sainz is 5th. Ferrari's strategy getting worse. And guess what? Look, it's like it's raining. Alonso waving to the fans, gives a thumbs up. It will be Stroll 6th, Fernando 7th.
Stroll let Alonso through.
Yeah, he hasn't done it. Yeah, well, why would you? It's Lance Stroll. He's 6th, Alonso 7th.
I think Alonso's not bothered, to be honest.
He's beaten his teammate for once. I don't think Stroll would want to give that up, definitely.
Alonso doesn't care, he's just waving like, bye.
That is the first time this year that Stroll has beat Alonso on the road, as Shakira watches on, increasing the rumours that he and Lewis Hamilton are dating.
I think it's the first time we've either had not Perez or Alonso on the podium.
Oh, yeah.
Another win.
Yeah, good race that. Again, very, very lovely result this.
Well done, Max. That was mega. Very well controlled, even though you went over the white lines a few times.
Yeah, within the limit.
Very well done, very well controlled. Masterclass.
Yeah, really good weekend. So thank you very much to everyone.
Well, of course, Hamilton was on the podium in Monaco, and Alonso was second. And then, of course, Hamilton was the podium in Australia. And then, of course, last time out we had Alonso on the podium, but Alonso wasn't on the podium in Baku. That was Leclerc.
Yeah, I mean, like, every podium has been either Alonso or Perez.
Yeah, now it's the first that has it. It's just continued, yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time it hasn't had either one of them.
Let's hear from Hamilton.
Great work, Lewis. What an awesome drive. Fantastic management there, mate.
Driver of the day.
Driver of the day.
And awesome pace. So it's a P2, P3 for the team. Great result. See you back up there.
Mega job, guys. Mega job. Thank you so much for everyone back at the factory continuing to push. This is the real showing of all your hard work, so thank you. Let's keep pushing. Mega job to George as well. Awesome drive.
Well driven, Lewis. Really well driven. Always under control.
Second time in 3 races that we have had no one retire, no yellow flags, and no safety cars, nothing. That is, and it was an exciting race.
And we still had a good race.
Yeah.
We don't need changeable conditions or a safety car to have a good race.
What did you make then? Oh, sorry, Josh. What did you make of it then, Naomi, up there in the comments box? Really enjoyed calling the race with you, actually. And what have you made of the Spanish Grand Prix? I think we can catch our breath now for the next hour and a half.
Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed it as well. And it wasn't a race where we got bored at any point. And also, I was expecting that I expected going into this race that me and you would have to be having a lot of discussions about random stuff. But we actually focused on the race. We continued to talk about the race, and it was absolutely brilliant. But Max Verstappen is still on top in Formula 1, and another great drive by him. And really, I feel like someone's going to beat him at some point. But the question is, when is that going to be? He just currently looks in control.
Silverstone.
Yeah.
Please.
JD asking, when is the next race? It's 2 weeks' time in the Canadian Grand Prix at
Which I'm
Montreal.
missing.
You are?
Due to IndyCar.
Yes. Tom's not there either. Megan's back, though. So, yeah.
Oh, Tom's not there.
No, Tom is there with you.
Oh, right, yeah, I was going to say.
I mean, Tom's not in the race. It's me, Megan.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's me, Megan, and Josh probably owe me as well. Beth says 2 weeks' time. Canada. Yeah, next weekend, Beth, it's Le Mans. 24 hours, all live.
The whole JB Motorsports commentary team will be on deck.
We've just done IndyCar 500, and then we've got another week to do because we'll be live for every single session. My friend has just texted me saying, I don't even know what to say about that race, although I'm happy Lewis is P2. Interesting.
Oh, that's all right. Well, to be honest, luckily my league races are over, apart from the one on Friday, but all my league races are over apart from that, so, yeah. And Nico Rosberg is in the podium interviews.
Yeah.
Right, let's go down then and hear from our top 3 for the Spanish Grand Prix. Max Verstappen wins for the 40th time. He joins the list of the greats as 40-plus winners. It's a very short club as well. Alongside him is Hamilton and Russell. Remember, 41 was that of Senna. Let's see where we get to. It's on the verge of greatness there. He's almost
he's got the hat trick. He got pole, fastest lap, and
led every lap. Yeah, hat trick coming
fastest
through.
In
he didn't get drive of the day. That was Lewis.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Is that going to work? I'm trying to put the ads in it. Apparently it's not working. I apologise if you're seeing numerous ads. I don't think it's working. Anyway, let's go down to our top 3 then. And Nico Rosberg is interviewing them. This should be funny.
And Ferrari getting that together.
Big up.
And indeed McLaren.
Big upgrades coming for Aston Martin in Canada next time out. So I'm led to believe. Nico Rosberg has grabbed hold of the mic and is waiting to talk to Max Verstappen, to Lewis Hamilton, his former teammate, and to George Russell. Max is first to come over.
Max Verstappen, what an incredible performance from you once again today. Is this the most enjoyable time ever for you in your Formula 1 career?
I mean, it's a big pleasure, you know, to drive with a car like this. And I think, yeah, it showed again today. I mean, we had quite a lot of different tire strategies out there. I think for most of the race we're on the right one, but yeah, again, a win here, it's incredible.
Max, behind us, we just saw that great battle with Carlos Sainz into turn 1. Take us through that. Was that really on the edge?
I mean, I had the harder compound, of course. So I knew the start was maybe going to be a bit tricky. And yeah, I mean, going around the outside in turn 1 is always quite difficult. But luckily, nothing happened.
Are you happy to distance your main title rival in Perez?
Well, I mean, we had another strong weekend, and that's of course what I like to see from myself, from the team, and hopefully, you know, we can just keep that up throughout the year.
Thank you very much, Max.
Everyone loves Lewis.
Cheering for you there. That's nice to see you here in Spain. That seemed to be an awesome performance from you, right? Did it feel good?
Oh man, what an awesome crowd we have here, like every year. Gracias to everyone here in Barcelona. What a result for our team. We definitely didn't expect to have the result we had today. So I just really wanted to, you know, take my hat off to my team. A big thank you to everyone back at the factory for continuing to push and bring us a little bit closer to the Bulls. They're still a bit ahead, but we'll keep chasing them down. But this is an amazing result. George did a great job today as well.
It's so cool to see the positivity, you know, also on the radio there on the in-lap and everything. How far can you still go then? I mean, huge jump there from one race to the next now suddenly. Do you think you can still give them a run for their money perhaps a bit later on?
I think this is a little bit too quick in the moment, but we're working at it. So just one step at a time. And if we can get close by the end of the year, that would be awesome. But if not, next year.
And you're still flat out motivated, right? Like
flat
pushing
out.
hard, huh?
Flat out. No lifting.
Good to see. I'll see if I can get a word with George. George, P3 for you after quite a difficult day yesterday. Are you surprised in a way?
A little bit surprised for sure. I think, yeah, kudos to the team for giving me a really great car today. I mean, that was a fun race for us, starting from P12, coming all the way to P3. A sign of things to come, hopefully, for us and the team.
Does it actually also feel better to drive? Like, is it the best feeling you've had so far this year in the car?
Yeah, it definitely feels better, but it wasn't, you know, you're just putting in those lap times and you're comparing with the guys around you with the Aston and the Ferraris, and we were just quicker and quicker and quicker. So we know we brought some more downforce to the car. We know things were in a better window. So, yeah, really pleased to be on the podium.
All right, well, congratulations to you, George, and congratulations to the team for such progress.
Gracias.
The top three are now going to go and have everybody going through. Oh, that's why we can't get the monetization coming through. Apparently the national anthem at the start has been detected as well, so we're going to get that sorted soon as well. So we're going to hear now from the top three. Sorry, Jess, what?
I was a bit perplexed there about that monetization issue, but there we go.
Yeah, now we know why. It's been the national anthem. We'll adjust it afterwards, it's fine. You have to do is press a button. Yeah, it's all fine. Three are coming through.
I have to sort that out for the HGL sometimes.
It's so frustrating, isn't it? Because it is bizarre. It's YouTube who does it. We can't control what gets put out on the feed.
Exactly.
Live broadcast. I wonder how the big companies do it anyway. So out they come then, onto the track. The fans begin their invasion, and the drivers in the cool-down room. Here they are.
Back tonight, but let's have a little listen to the drivers.
George, are you in on it? No? I am saying this, so why not? No, I said no. Now, they told us we have to. Okay. We're actually targeting the spray. Ready to go right? Spray them all. Are you ready to go right? Spray everywhere we can go. What happened here? Oh! You're looking like you get a punch. Yeah, exactly.
Must have been when you're playing a lot of tension. Did you just pass everybody, or was it when they stopped?
Yeah, past Fernando, Carlos, maybe Stroll, Ocon maybe? I don't know, can't really remember now.
Did you undercut someone all the time?
No, it passed most on track and probably overcut. Yeah. I thought it was raining at one point, but it was sweating in my hair going on the visor.
Means a lot, actually, for what I've just read out there, as we hear from the team there. Just quick. Lewis is such a great ambassador for F1, says Beth as well. Hello, everybody, by the way. Coming through. Paul Rothery says, I'll be back every weekend. He's telling Beth, best race commentary on YouTube for sure. And JD agreeing. That means a lot. Thank you, guys. It means a lot, actually, because we love doing it. We do it for the fans. We do it to talk with you lot. And we do it also because, well, I'd be doing it anyway, so you may as well do it live, because I'd still be commentating. I wouldn't want to get rid of anything. We'll get to Josh T in a second, because I think he's been holding on to something for the past few minutes. So it's your little bit of a warning. There's the new LCD screen at the back. George Russell, though, podium number 10 of his career. Lewis Hamilton, podium number 194. Max Verstappen, his 84th podium. His 24th fastest lap. He's 24th pole position. His 40th career win in his 170th start. Red Bull's 96th win, 87th pole, 88th fast lap, and 245th podium as well. It's the Dutch national anthem. And now the Austrian national anthem for Red Bull. Max Verstappen has absolutely dominated this Grand Prix. It hasn't just been an annihilation. It's a new king of Formula One. It's been there for a while now as well. Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix of Spain. And mid-commentary as well. Oh well, that Be Real will do. I knew you'd do that. Mohammed Ben Sulayem presents the winner's medal to Max Verstappen. Red Bull, victory number 96 of their career, their 245th podium, and another win in 2023. 7 races, 7 race wins for Red Bull. Utter domination. Not even Mercedes could manage that level of domination in 2014. They got beaten by Red Bull in the Canadian Grand Prix, which was round 7. A new era. Ferrari level era. Lewis Hamilton in second. Mercedes 283rd podium. Hamilton's 194th. And Mercedes 284th podium with George Russell. And his 10th career podium and first of the season. A good news day in Formula One. An exciting Spanish Grand Prix, just the 13th time in F1 history everyone's finished. And now it's champagne time! Mercedes are coming. The W14B works. Side pods are galore. They're back on the podium. But can anyone catch Max Verstappen, the Flying Dutchman, has it all. 2 weeks' time, the Canadian Grand Prix. Hamilton won there. He's the most successful driver at the circuit. Is that where Mercedes will fight back? or will Red Bull once again be loose? Let's get our closing thoughts. Amy, what did you make of the race?
Absolutely enjoyed it. And as I said earlier, Verstappen winning does not tell you the story of what was a thrilling race. And there was action throughout. We had action right from the beginning, right till the end. A lot of different overtakes throughout the field, and we never got bored. And yeah, and sometimes it gets very boring standing up, and my legs start hurting doing a boring race while standing up. However, today, no, I'm not feeling any pain. I've loved standing up, and it was a great race, so I've enjoyed it. But just a reminder, the IndyCar also coming up later on today, so that's going to be exciting as well. So, but what a Spanish Grand Prix that was. Thank God they removed the chicane. They've given us a very great race.
Absolutely agree with you. Jess, what did you make of it? Because I know you've been in and out as well, so I suppose I'll ask you a question. What did you make of the weekend?
Busy. Spanish Grand Prix a lot better without that old chicane. I think every series in the Spanish Grand Prix this weekend have been absolutely good, and it delivered. And I can't wait for next year's edition as well. I think it's gonna be awesome. But Canadian Grand Prix, just the F1. So for that one, but yeah, deserving winners in all three series this weekend in the Spanish Grand Prix, and I enjoyed covering the F3 this weekend as well. So thank you for having me.
And Jess, Beth has just put in, well done, Josh, Best Sport and team. Thanks for all the great night, early morning as well. And so was JD. As well, absolutely fantastic as well. Eddie says, I do love this channel. I don't have to listen to Croft anymore. It's a dream come true as well. Well, hopefully everyone's had a good evening as well, and a good morning as well, and good afternoon. So fantastic to have you all there as well. Josh, you've been sitting on some information. I'll throw it to you. What did you make of this weekend? It's not over yet, though, for us.
It isn't over yet, but the main part is over, which is great. Alonso, you know how he was waving to the crowd?
Yes.
Yeah.
That wasn't after the checkered flag. That was on his last lap.
It was. Yeah.
And Max Verstappen, domination, FP1 fastest, FP2 fastest, FP3 fastest, qualifying fastest. The race, he won it.
Oh my God!
Red Bull's
Grand Slam.
Yeah, Red Bull advantage
And
over
fastest lap.
Yeah.
Max Verstappen
over the next best car.
Do you know? Wow, go on.
Yeah. Bahrain, Red Bull's advantage over the next best car in each F1 race, 38.6 seconds. Saudi, 20.7 seconds. Australia was 0.1 seconds, but that was because it was a safety car finish. Azerbaijan, 21.2 seconds. Miami, 26.3 seconds. Monaco, 27.9 seconds. Spain, 24 seconds. Red Bull, it's the season of Red Bull.
So, Max Verstappen becomes the first driver since Daniel Ricciardo to do a Grand Slam. Wow. Are we sure Verstappen had practice one?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, I think.
So a Grand Slam. That's very
Didn't
rare.
Leclerc do it in Australia? Didn't Leclerc do it in Australia last year? I can't even remember now.
Yes, I think so.
But he's the first Red Bull driver to do it.
Since Ricciardo, yeah. Well, either way, they're rare. That's how proving that we can't even remember. They are so rare in Formula One. Okay, well, my thanks to Jess, my thanks to Romy, especially for being in the comment box with me for this one. It's been fun. My thanks to Josh as well. My biggest thanks to Jess for covering F3 this weekend and Touring Cars Race 2. And thanks to Josh as well for doing the Touring Cars. We're not done yet. 2 more races left. We've got the British Touring Car Championship Race 3 from Thruxton. That's underway at 5 p.m. So you've got about an hour and 10 minutes. And then at 8 p.m. you can join us for the Grand Prix of Detroit and a new circuit for IndyCar as well. Drivers are saying it's like Nashville, so we could be up all night, which is good for me. I've been up since 2 a.m. anyway, so all good. But my thanks to Jess, my thanks to Amy, my thanks to Josh, and my thanks to the whole team as well this weekend for the Spanish Grand Prix. You got a double bill. Monaco Grand Prix weekend review will be out on Monday. On Tuesday, you can join us as well for the Spanish Grand Prix weekend review, where we'll hear all the drivers. On Wednesday, though, it all begins. Our coverage for the 24 hours of Le Mans with first practice and qualifying. And it's going to be a lot of more weekend ahead of us. So that's just about lost our voice. So thanks to Jess, thanks to Amy, thanks Josh. Right, touring cars in an hour, but just in case I don't see you, wherever you are in the world, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.